high frequency, low frequency.
Okay, so welcome to our Star Wars game. It is session 109, or season 7, episode 18, on day 93. At the table today, we have Mike.
Hello, I play Brum Brum Crash, a Gungan pilot speed racer from the Panorama Mountain Raceways of Naboo. I'm 2.2 meters tall with a pink and purple mohawk on top of that. Computer expert, pilot, and mechanic. And that's me.
Also at the table today, we have Ariadna.
You always make me break character. We've talked about this. Thea. Being method acting. Is that method acting?
Yes.
When you are the
Yes.
character. And you don't want to be broken from the character.
Yes.
I'm going to have to get armor made eventually, and then I can beat you up with my non-real lightsaber. Because I am actually Thea True Striker, Clan, Talon of the Clan, which is Game Master narrator speak for Jedi, but not Jedi religion. That's all I got right now. My brain's broken.
All good. Online today, we have Ross.
Yes, I play Khaled, the Genesys assassin, cybernetic and droid specialist of the group. Currently tinkering with his new arm. This job has probably cost me an arm and a leg.
So
it's cost you at least 2.
So what I hear from the suggestion is he wants to lose 1 or 2 legs at the same time.
No. He's lost. He's
I
lost
just
both
got a
arms.
feeling I'm going to end up losing a bloody another limb, that's all.
I will try to stop that from happening.
Okay, so just joining us is Kesley.
Hello, I am playing Kayana, current mission leader, group leader for what is happening after some shuffling around, and definitely not completely freaking out about the opportunity, just time to prove her worth yet again, which it is showing that she's been deemed worthy, but it's also knowing that it's a test. So, yeah, just seeing what she can do to herd this group of cats and getting to where we need to be.
Well, the Force is with you, so...
Okay, did someone want to volunteer to roll the Force dice, or did they want the GM to?
Mike wants to volunteer.
Mike wants to volunteer.
Mike got voluntold.
Yes.
Actually, that's
See,
not
that's
bad.
why. That would be why.
So that turns out to be 6 white and 1 black off 4 dice.
I've nicknamed you Mr. Trial for a reason.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a very good roll.
Yeah.
What did we get?
6 white.
6 white and 1 black.
Could have been better, but...
Well, we've just entered a casino, so, this is not a bad
I would not
thing.
be making bets.
But also...
But then again, if Mike's the one playing the games, maybe we might actually get somewhere.
we ended up...
Because, let's see, did you make any meat trays last week?
1.
See?
There you go.
There it is.
And at the
Occasionally
end
he
of last
doesn't get
session,
Occasionally big. Once every 4 times.
5 or 6 times, but yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just funny. So, did we want GM recap or?
I believe Ariadna.
Want
Or
to
should I say
recap?
Thea was giving us a recap?
no, it's all good. My brain doesn't retain information for that long. I didn't also take very many notes. I think Gisley took all the notes.
No, that's fair. So, the essential brief version of it is that Thea was able to do a very traditional Mandalorian breakfast and was just trying to do some team cohesiveness practice, which ended up in a further confrontation between Dura and Thea. Just kind of highlighting further that Dura is very kind of blinded by his original views that, Force users can't be trusted, and this is all coming from a little bit of prejudice that he learned along the way. So he had this confrontation. It didn't necessarily set in the way that Thea was thinking, but once given an opportunity to have a discussion and get a individual assignment, that is what finally started sparking Durath's easement into accepting things. Yes. So it was more about proving that we did care about Garm. We want to have justice. And so it was one of those ones that once true intentions were talked about and mission was given, that's when he felt more comfortable. So, additionally, Akori was given his own mission / attempts to bring about more of his leadership skills and just bring him more into being his own independent Mandalorian that can be the person to help with all of this stuff. So he was given his own little mission. We start doing some more research, talking about Byler Salas, the Wingard cloud security guy, and talking about who the current owner of the gem is, Mars Grayson. And during our research, Kayana tends to freak out because there was a woman on the news that she recognized from her background. And it put a chill down her spine because it was a Force user master of an apprentice that she hunted down years ago. And so she knows that that silver-haired woman knows her face, and it's a problem. We also do some more research on Zachar Full, just that she is part of a mining corporation, likely an ISV plant, or willing and or unwilling participant of some kind. Has a very large staff and entourage, very much like, why is she here? She has enough money. She doesn't need this thing. But she doesn't need to be palling around with the pores, let's say. So, we try to get to her place, try to do some further research, and all that stuff. As we finish all our research, Paragonorians with armor show up and basically give us a very fun scroll made of skin and metal, which was an invite to go to the casino. And the answer was right now. So we get taken on a very ornate golden skiff as, guests of Vorse, Talvara, and the Hutts.
As guests of any Hutts, made guests.
Yes.
And accompanied anywhere.
Yeah, so we get a red carpet reception. Paparazzi, the whole deal, as we're walking in, going in as one of the people to watch teams. We got Broom Broom, the super famous pilot, and as we're walking in, Kayana feels a hatred pointed towards her as she sees the woman with the silver hair once again in the crowd. Dun dun dun. Anyway, that's the story. That's where we're at.
I think no matter how much you try and steamroll over that, it's still going to be a thing.
It's a thing. And it's going to be very funny on how it works out. Because player knows more than the character.
Uh-oh, he's brought out cards.
Yeah, it's a problem. We have some
We have a wad of cards.
we have some cards to look at, perhaps.
That means I don't have to have different books open. I can just pull out various cards.
Mm.
Yeah.
Makes it easy, though. I may have to hunt down some of the missing ones.
Okay. Trigger somewhere. It's just fine.
Which is code for it'll be bad for us.
Code for what?
It'll be bad for us.
Well, it's either that or working into the website, so I don't have to worry about cards at all,
Sure.
which I've been slowly doing.
Nice.
Okay, so you once you're in the casino, each of you are checked down by a guy in heavy armor. Looks to be human, but has that grizzled veteran sort of look.
So when you say looks to be human,
Hey, near humans appear human until you find out why they're near humans.
okay,
Mandalorians are considered human, but also near human.
okay.
Because we are our own subset of human.
Mm-hmm.
And they wear helmets.
We're
Most-
not Death Watch. We don't do it all the time.
Mostly.
Just when we're about to murder people and we don't want to be identified.
You could say Neanderthals, arthropods, humanoids, all the same.
Okay, so does anyone have any weaponry on them at all?
We came in our full gear,
We did.
which was on purpose.
And we are on duty.
Is there a check-in section?
This is before the check-in section.
So I would have my converter blaster and I would have my van blades.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be trying to hide anything. If they're asking, I'm going to tell them. And that I will point out this is part of our culture and it is part of our safety. What do you require for us to attend?
He requires that you remove all your weapons.
Okay. Is there a safe storage facility available on site?
Okay, he thinks for a bit. Because, hey, I'm sure he doesn't want to be responsible for looking after Mandalorian weapons.
Exactly.
Is this where Carla looms?
I mean,
He's
be
good
a
at
thing.
looming.
could be a thing where I can try to negotiate that.
So, which does your loom work in? It's coercion or deception?
I think it's coercion. Actually.
Coercion.
Or you could do these are not the
It's
weapons
also
that we
negotiation.
I don't have that power yet. You guys think that I've got all these powers. All I really got is a lightsaber.
Ah.
And
I was
can
going to say,
sense
if it
feelings.
works in negotiation, what I would try to negotiate is that we are either given a lockbox or our weapons remain behind us in sight so that we have...
Yeah, it's charm, deception, or negotiation.
And that
Negotiate.
if they felt more secure, they can send additional security.
So, which are you going to use for your check?
I'm going to go get my
I
stats.
would suggest negotiation, like you said.
I was going to say, like, negotiation is my aim. I'm just going to double check my stats on that, which I'm pretty sure my negotiation does have training.
You are trained in negotiation.
Yeah.
So you get 3 advantages.
Okay.
Your loom now gives 3 advantages.
Yeah, because it's based off my rank of coercion, which is 3.
Okay.
It's on the bottom left.
Sorry, no, it's, I think I have an old link, so it's taking me to a weird spot. So, this is where I'm trying to negotiate a peaceful solution. If they don't want that, I am going to negotiate further. So it'd be 1 green, or no, sorry, 1 yellow, 3 green, plus the. It's not blues. It's 3 advantages, right?
It's 3 advantages.
Automatically given. Yeah.
Are you going to upgrade your check?
May as well. We've got 6 whites.
We want to keep our weapons on us, probably.
I think so. I'm still checking what the other things are.
Yeah, there's a force user behind you staring at you with hatred, and it's not me.
Exactly. So that's where I think I will like to use a force point because I'm feeling nervous with that force user being around.
I also have a question for after the check. I'm happy to wait for the check.
Question after the check or on the
After.
check?
I can wait for after the check.
That's just an opposed check. So negotiations is opposed by call.
Okay.
So if someone's going to negotiate with you, if you don't have a good call, you'll probably be convinced whatever they tell you to do.
Okay. That's good to know.
It's also on the online thing that tells you that.
Yeah, because you have it listed.
Okay, so who would you like to roll for you?
Mike, please.
Okay, you've got a blank. Those two are the same, so they go away. And technically they go away as well. Okay, so you've got a success.
Ooh, okay, so success.
You've convinced him that your weapons are part of your religion,
Perfect.
and you need to take them with you.
Perfect.
He points to the exit and say leave, and then turns and continues in.
I said I was perfectly willing to negotiate.
You did negotiate.
It is part of our.
You convinced him that he cannot ask you to take your weapons away, so he's now asked you to leave.
Okay. This is where I'll say, look, I completely understand. It is part of our religion, but I'm also wanting to go ahead with this appointment. If this is what is needed to go in, all I'm asking is for a secure place where our weapons can be stored.
Okay. He does say he can ask for the cloakroom to be able to take your weapons, though normally most people don't walk around Cloud City heavily armed.
I was going to
It
say,
is
sure we
correct,
have a
yeah.
weapons locker though, because you would come across people who
Well,
who
if you
probably
could-
have either light weapons. So.
Well, I completely appreciate that if you could assist us in getting to the cloakroom so that we may check in, and that way you can also verify that our weapons are checked in.
Okay, so he does take you to the cloakroom. The main reason he was saying leave was because he'd been convinced that it's part of your religion, so
Can't take it away.
he's got no grounds to ask you to.
No,
take
I
it.
was just thinking surely they have a weapons locker in the cloakroom.
He sounds like he doesn't have much logical reasoning skills.
We are also friends of Lando Calrissian.
Mm-hmm.
He says who?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Really?
Hateful.
that's
I'm
what
like-
I thought.
I'm like, if I pick a name, it has to be one of the most well-known names of the fucking city, and apparently not.
He does. Does he have a bounty on him?
None that we're aware of.
Well, then he's not important.
So my questions
Mm-hmm.
was first of all, can the van blades come off?
They can.
Okay, cool.
Well,
That's the only weapons I brought with me outside of my shielded lightsabers.
it normally takes the whole gauntlet with it.
Yes.
Does it?
So essentially, it's that you're removing this piece of armor.
Okay, well, it's part of my armor, so if it has to come off, it has to come off. But I just wanted to make sure it was understood that I don't have any other weapons checked into the locker. I've only got the lightsabers in my shielded hidden compartment.
Mm-hmm.
And the other part of that question was, I know we talked about Khalid making Kayana a shielded compartment similar to my own. in her armor for her to put her lightsabers into. I can't remember if it actually happened
I
yet.
think we've talked about it, but I don't think we've had play
I believe
time.
we've talked about it since you got to Cloud City, but not before.
Yeah.
I
So-
thought we talked about it before when it first got given and we started going on the missions.
Not super necessarily, because I think that's also partially me falling behind on asking for it. So it's not that we didn't talk about it, it's more that I forgot to make it an actual thing that we talked about.
And plus, you didn't end up with a lightsaber to begin with.
Yes.
The main reason I ask is because I just have this vague memory of that account keeping side of me that's always keeping it in
Like
mind
where
that
it
leaving
is.
those lightsabers behind is really not an option. So I
Yeah.
think I kind of pushed for it to happen
It's
and said that
Yeah.
I would pay for the thing. And I was feeling too lazy to look through my
We can
notes to
spend a
see.
force point and say it happened.
Can I just quickly check my notes while we're doing the rest of the stuff and just see if I can give you an actual date and answer? I just thought I was being lazy and using your memories, but your memories aren't working. So
you
now
should
I have
not
to.
trust my memory.
Now
on
I
this.
have to actually look it up and see
This is why I write.
when and if what happened.
This is why I write everything down. I don't remember anything. Yeah, we'll let you.
I'll check
look,
on it.
But we're going to assume that I brought my blaster and my damn blades. I will check those into the cloak. Would this
Okay.
be something
They get a proper lockbox,
perfect? Awesome.
Yeah.
which they don't bring
So,
up for everyone.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I will have my vibro knife and blaster pistol. So I'll be checking those in as well.
Okay. So
How about Brum Brum?
What weapons did you have?
Misa shoot, and Misa throw up. So convertible blaster and
bowlers.
Yep.
On the 13th of the 10th, I paid for having a secret thingy put into Clown's armor. It wasn't going to happen though until after the following session, which would have been 2 weeks after the 13th of the 10th, which I didn't take notes for.
Do you have a session number for that one?
Session number?
Yeah.
No, I wrote the 13th of the 10th,
Okay, fair enough.
and then I've got
That
no
would be session
dates
number 10 or 101.
until the 10th of the 11th.
101.
all good.
So you missed one session.
Yeah. I don't. My notes aren't.
Okay.
It's okay.
Um.
Oh, that was a session that I missed, so that's why I don't know.
There you go.
That would be why I wasn't sure. So that's perfectly fine.
The only question mark left on that was you were going to tell me how much it cost, and I don't have a cost written down. We could deal with that out of session.
The cost also depends on how much space was left on Clown's armor and if there are any complications with modifying it.
Oh, okay.
Because it was about a number of hard points and things like that too, I'm sure. So that's one, like, I'm comfortable saying that that's not done until after this mission.
Yep.
Yep.
If you guys are okay with
Yep.
that. So,
Well, it's your armor and your lightsaber,
yeah.
so...
I'm just going to put a note
Which
right
It's
means if
just
you need
more
them,
of-
you don't have them.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I was pretty sure I kept chasing this because I knew that
And
when we went on next mission,
guarantee-
you needed your lightsabers on you.
Guarantee you did, but since I wasn't there during that session, I wasn't there to confirm anything, which means that even though it was talked about, it was never actually planned and or
I
stated.
might have notes in another book.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Have to check on it.
So that's okay.
It'd help if I was organised. My hands worked.
Okay, so your security person for the hut takes you deeper into the casino after you've checked in your gear.
Yep.
And you notice he does seem to have weapons on him.
I assume makes sense.
But hey, you'd expect something like that.
Yep.
And you do notice most of the security guards don't seem to like him.
Is it because he's done?
Well, you see most of them have stun sticks,
Okay. Yeah.
and none of them carry weapons.
Okay. So he actually carries weapons, so they're all mad about him having an exception to the rule. Blah, blah, blah. Fair enough.
Yes,
He's
but
special.
You do a lot of damage with a stun button.
Do a lot of damage with these hands.
though you do realize he has a heavy blaster rifle with and a flame rifle.
Flame rifle?
Well, flame rifle attachment for his heavy blaster.
That's kind of fun. I like that. How do I
What?
get one of those?
That's overkill for this area.
You know how God really wants a disruptor? I feel like I want one of those. I want a flame thing. That sounds like a great time.
Pretty sure I found out from Martin how much they
disruptive.
cost, and I asked him if I could buy one and put it somewhere quiet.
Yeah.
And then I decided not to because
Well, you know how like
Garm would probably
in
find
the
it.
Mandalorian, like Din Djarin has like an actual flamethrower in his gauntlet. Like
Mhm.
that'd be kind of sick.
I don't know why we don't have flamethrowers yet.
That's what I was
It's a traditional Mandalorian.
Because it's messy.
It's a traditional Mandalorian
Yeah.
weapon.
And the length it lasts for. So normally, yes, you get to use it for so many attacks,
Yeah,
or a long attack.
and that's kind of it. Yeah. Well, that's how most actual flamethrowers end up working anyway.
Unless, of course, you've got the Imperium on of the backpack, and then you just shoot the backpack. And then bad stuff happens.
Yep.
Okay, so you find yourself taken to a back room where you see a massive hut waiting at a table.
Okay.
He appears to have his dress robes on.
Oh, this has got robes.
That's nice that he's dressed up. In our previous interactions with huts, would an appropriate greeting be like about assuming who he is or waiting for announcements?
Okay, a bottom comes forward and
Yep.
introduces himself as Salvaneth and wishes to know all your names and positions.
I will start by saying my name is Kayana. I am currently one of the organizers working among our group, and currently slated to be one of the gunners in the upcoming race, along with also organizing the team. So that's how I'll introduce myself.
And he's expecting you to introduce everyone.
And then I will introduce, and I'll say, the great and prominent racer, Broom Broom.
Drumroll.
Broom. He has been interested in joining the Cloud City race and has chosen to be our primary pilot from our team. And with him we have his gunner, Akori, who is going to, like I said, one of our up and coming racers, learning from Broom Broom himself. Whereas we have my pilot, Durath, one of our up and coming pilots, who's quickly proving himself to be quite the competition. And then we have our additional team members. We have Khalid, who helps out with a lot of engineering and things like that. And then we have Thea, who is also helping out with quite a bit of coaching, team morale, things like that.
Okay, so he seems to write a few things down on a pad and says, okay, so he authorizes Mr. Crash to speak to the hut.
What was this guy's name again?
His name is Sal Veneth. A Boffin. Apparently he deems everyone else insignificant.
That's alright.
Okay.
And he asks, does Mr. Crash speak Huttese?
No. Misa no speak Huttese.
Do we have languages on our sheets right now?
He pauses for a moment and goes, does Mr. Crash speak Basic?
Yes, Misa speaks Basic, and
With an accent.
and Misa speaks Gungan.
He then turns and looks at Kayana and says, so what was his answer?
Broom does speak Basic, but of course speaks with his own accent. So if
That was Basic?
that was Basic.
Let's just say he doesn't speak Basic, and I'm sure the droid can translate his Gungan.
Yes. I'm trying to see if I knew.
Does
I
that
know Huttese.
I was gonna say if
does
one of
that-
us did know Huttese.
does it fall under
If
education?
Carla does know Huttese,
It would be Xenology. Would
Oh,
like your
Xenology.
normally roll
Okay.
to be able to figure out if you can speak it.
I feel like we have
Remember we were dealing with was it Euro?
Nero, and yeah, we had a couple of them. That's where I'm like, I can't remember if I ended up taking it as a language or not. But then again, is this something that I would know that
Star
Carla?
Wars their hand waves a lot of languages.
That's what I figured. Is this something that I would know that Khalid would know how to use?
Possibly, but
Was it you or was it Thea that spoke to
Thea's
Nero?
the one that likes to learn a lot of languages, and
Yeah.
she would have been the one in charge at the time. So because she learned Wookiee along with other stuff.
the trouble you had is the Major Domo was saying that Brum Brum had to do the speaking.
Exactly, that's my issue.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he's saying, "Oh, that was basic." Well, let's just say that's not basic, so that's fine. Yeah. So if the Major Domo allows, I can help translate or anything that is difficult to understand with group.
He says he will use the protocol droid DZ to do the translating. That way, he will be assured of a translation.
Yep, no worries.
Plus, he'll be more angry at the droid than other people. Partly, he's been asked not to have any of the competitors eat him tonight.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm.
Just be aware if he asks you to join him for a meal, you may be the meal. Okay, so you get that is what the hut looks like.
Right.
He's cool. He does. At least he has robes. That's nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. Is this kind of just indicate? Well, I mean, even if you look at like Clone Wars and all that stuff, that just kind of indicates that Jabba really just sits on his desert planet with no clothes, just lazing about. So it's just making him more of a creep than he already is.
He's so rich he can go naked.
It's
Yeah.
definitely not PG.
I like the indication there. It's really funny. Also makes sense why he wants all the slave girls around with like the metal bikinis and stuff.
Okay, so you are brought to the table, and Brum Brum is given a stack of chips to bet.
Ooh,
Apparently, you are playing a game of cards with the hut.
Right. Misa would like to know what game of cards we should be playing.
Salvaneth sort of whispers to you, the game of cards you're playing is how quickly you can lose the heart.
Okay. I have a funny line that I'm going to use sometimes through this. I'm just going to
Think of it.
pick. No, I
Pick
know
the
what
right
it is.
time.
Pick the right time. Okay.
But don't catch him. Don't let him catch you. Look like you're throwing the game.
Right. Okay. Would you call him His Excellency or what?
His Excellency would work. I'm sure he would feel that was fantastic.
Sure. Okay. Misa say greetings, Your Excellency Nero. I said
It's
greetings, not.
Caltho.
Caltho.
It is Caltho.
Yeah, you mixed up.
Oh, Caltho.
Yeah.
I'm like, I remembered Hut's name.
Yeah.
Caltho. It was the wiretap talking that
Distracted you?
that distracted me. I'm like, what the hell?
It just meant it was sunset.
Yeah. Would Yusa like to go first?
Okay, he seems to be doing a very simple version of Perko with the Sabat cards.
Right. Okay.
The equivalent of highest card.
Right. Okay.
Making it very hard for you to actually cheat unless you don't show him what you got.
Yeah. Misa looks at the cards in my hand and pulls out a two of shovels. I don't know what symbols they've got on them, so we'll just go 2 shovels.
You know, I actually have the Sabat rules somewhere around talking about their suites.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately, most of them are hard to play in an actual game.
Fair.
Okay, so he pulls out a 5 of sabers, and he seems happy that he won, claiming a portion of your credits. Chips in front of you.
Pushes those credits his way.
The droid, after he speaks at you, in Hachis, which Khalid knows the droid doesn't translate correctly. As the droid is asking if you are looking for work past the event.
Misa asks what sort of works is on offer.
High pay.
Smuggling.
We do have a smuggling department.
Probably sounds like stealing a gem. Just throwing it out there, but
Using your talents as the fastest Gungan around.
oh right, okay. Maybe they need a getaway driver. Misa would like to know more, and I will put down a 6 of God, I can't think of a thing. Dilithium crystals.
Sabers. Wasn't it?
Technically, there's quite a few suites. I
Okay.
think they have
Yeah.
5 or 6. Okay, so let's say he puts down a 2 of something and gets angry because that was his highest card.
Okay, crap.
And you can see him break part of the table.
Okay, so Misa on that one. Misa will put down a one of speeder bikes.
That's an ace.
Oh, ace. Ace of speeder bikes.
Our ace is high.
Depends if you go. Depends on how you look at it. Whether it's a ace, whether it's a 1 or whether it's a 13. Misa will pick this as a 1.
He just sort of looks at you. Give me a negotiation check.
What's that? Oh god. 3 green.
So say is
Would
Carlin
you like
moving?
an upgrade?
Go for it.
Probably. Yep. Why not?
I think you'll probably offend the.
It would offend the hut.
Yeah, it would probably offend the hut if I did try to lose.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Versus his call. Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently you did so poorly with your skills of saying why you picked the 1. And he looks at Sal, picks up a bottle and tosses it at him, knocking the guy out.
Who's the card dealer? Sal?
There is no card dealer. There's just a pile of cards.
Basically, the deck got divided into half. I got half, he got half.
So basically, he figured out that Sal told you to try to lose, and so he's mad at Sal. That's why he knocked him out.
Yep.
Of course, I'm sure he thinks he's a fantastic card player.
Okay.
He puts the entire pot on the table from his side.
Okay, so Yusa going all in, sir. I guess call to match.
Put it all in. This is your big bet.
Roll that to see how good your cards are.
You gotta improve. You gotta impress him.
8.
Okay.
Let's see how good his cards are.
Interesting.
Okay.
So he'll probably need a new protocol droid.
You probably need to sweet talk him right now.
Apparently, you believe you might have just won 20,000 credits off the hub.
All play money.
What?
It's all play money.
Yeah, it is.
The real winning is the time speaking with him about this job opportunity.
Because Misa says because His Excellency, what's his name? Caltho. Because Your Excellency, you have graced me with this meeting. I'm prepared to call it a draw, and we split the money.
Why? It's his money. He gave it to you in the first place.
Well, it's his problem. Well, because I won, so I'm giving him back half his money.
You know what that indicates, right? It means that we're taking the job.
Okay, so that's going to be a charm check on your place to see if you don't insult him in your words.
Can I assist with charm? I did get...
Currently, he has to do all the speaking.
This was the issue. I actually, with my good cop, was able to use it in the next social check, but the last social check was the last one, and I forgot to use it.
That will be 3 green.
Yes, that's great.
And yeah, I'll upgrade.
Go through our upgrades pretty fast.
And Misa would like to say, Your Excellency, that the Dow is over 50,000. The Dow is over 50,000. And that was it.
Unfortunately, I like it.
I'll let him move for the acting.
I like it.
I wonder if Gungan tastes like frog.
Because I saw that live, and that was an absolute
Much
car
like
crash.
Cam Bondi's reaction.
Yes.
Completely irrelevant
Yeah.
to what is happening.
Exactly. It took a lot of effort to
Okay, so
use it at the right time.
It was funny,
didn't
though.
help. That definitely didn't help you.
No.
Okay, so you got 3 net failures and 2 advantages. He does seem to be angry. So he says instead of taking half, he'll take it all, and you'll be working for him for a while. He expects you to lose the race.
What? Play devil's advocate. What if I propose?
I actually have an idea on that one, but we're
Feel free to inject the idea at this point.
Okay. What if you agree? You lose the race. What if Durath wins?
Yeah.
That doesn't disrupt our plans.
That was
It's
what
just-
I was exactly going.
It's
that
more
was-
just it disrupts Broom Broom's reputation. So you could, at this point, play hard to get, but if you make the agreement that you'll just lose the race, then that does still work.
Yep.
So play hard to get,
Mm.
but then ultimately agree.
Yep.
Lose the race, my God. I'm good.
And technically, just because you've agreed to lose the race, to him doesn't mean you have to lose the race.
Exactly.
But you might make an enemy if you don't.
Exactly.
The huts are always trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
We'll just set one hut against the other. We know like 4 others.
Misa is actually entered in this race on behalf of His Excellency Nero the Hutt.
Okay. That's an interesting tactic.
Okay, I'm going to go with deception this time.
Yes! 1 yellow, 2 green.
I think I might have something to assist with that one.
At this point, looming would help because you've dropped a hut's name.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll Loom. What is the Hutt's relationship with your? I've got a sneaky suspicion they're opposite houses.
You don't know. You don't know this guy's actual affiliation. He's not wearing it.
Yeah. Well, we'll soon better find out.
Are you going to increase your check?
I do have bad cop, but I can't tell if this is one where I have to make the check myself first.
You would
and
have to
then
do
I can
your
assist.
check, and then you add the bonus.
Okay, thank you.
But technically, you could then speak up about, hey, Nero's not going to like what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's also supporting evidence.
Rosariadna can also throw in good cop, but I'm not sure good cop works with coercion.
It's not listed on mine, so I don't think it is. Not on deception, I thought.
But the
Coercion, it's only bad cop, I think. Good cop is on charm and negotiation. So if we're trying to do supporting evidence, when the character assists an ally with the charm, deception, or leadership negotiation, the check that ally automatically adds advantages to the result of the check per rank in this talent. So it's just one extra.
Well,
advantage.
technically, Ariadne could do a charm check to butter him up, and then give the bonus to
Brim.
Mike, and then you can do a bad cop on whatever skill it is associated with, and then because it gives it to a social skill, not the skill you check on.
Okay. Yeah, if we can do it that way. So we'll have they basically try to butter up Calfo with charm.
That's where good cop and bad cop and can both be used on the same check.
And this is another one that I can assist by pointing to Thea essentially, and that's where my skill supporting evidence would give her an advantage with a successful check, I think.
So Ariadne, would you like to do a good cop?
Yep, I was just looking for my stats on it, but this printout is unfamiliar to me.
So your good cop works with either charm or negotiations. So negotiations is 4 yellow.
Yep. Do I have charm?
You do, but it is 1 yellow, 3 green, 1 blue.
Yeah, so
and you can add
negotiations
4
is the
stars to it.
higher. Oh, there's charm finally. Of course, so they're split up into different skills. Okay, so and then sorry, everything's in different spots.
all good.
Well, I guess you've told me my dice, so I just have to roll those dice. But it'd be nice to know where the heck to find negotiation when I'm looking at this. Like, oh, okay, it rolled over to the other page. So is it just 4 yellow, not?
It is 4 yellow.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at it, it's just like 4, and I'm like, that doesn't look right.
Unfortunately, printing doesn't give colour.
What is this against?
Are you going to upgrade your check?
What have we got left?
3.
3.
3 light side, 4 dark side. So you can, but we are more than halfway on our thing. I think so.
I have
or save
an
for-
idea that if you're trying to charm an angry hut, I'm going to encounter red dice if I don't upgrade. If I'm not encountering red dice anyway.
You're probably going to encounter red dice because we know.
Because he's
In terms of
offended.
his cool is pretty high if we want to not metagame. Is the way that I would put it.
Yeah. Or I'm just going with logic.
Yeah.
Angry hut.
Angry hut. How to help against
Upgrading
angry
is
hut.
probably a
Mm-hmm.
wise decision. What does upgrade do? Add a green?
You'll add a green dice to it.
And then what's it up against now? Same?
3 red.
Yeah, see, I knew those. Was it any less red with the upgrade?
No.
So the upgrade doesn't help?
It gave you an extra dice.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. For some reason I can't roll dice while my chair is in a reclined position. Dice rolling's not made for relaxed states. Red dice first. 3 threat, 2 failures. Three yellow dice first. 4 success, 1 advantage.
Basically, with most of it, we generally don't care what the dice are until we cancel it out. the dice.
I'm just announcing them before I take them out so that on camera, if they roll or I drop them, we've got a record of what I rolled. Yellow dice, green dice, 1 blank, 2 success. So all up, did you want me to do the maths? Or do you want to do it yourself?
No, I can do it so that way you don't have to worry about it.
Well, the math isn't too hard for me. There's like 7 or 8 successes on there and only 2 failures.
Okay, so that ended up being 4 successes, so 3 net successes and 2 threat.
Yep.
If I had supporting evidence, which
Did you include the 3 advantages from Loom?
This one's on charm.
Oh, we haven't altered it yet.
Does that work on a cooperative action?
Oh, what skill is it being used?
She's using the good cop action.
Good
Yeah,
cop
but
under
it
charm.
only affects what skill. If it's a coordinated skill, yes, but it only.
Okay, let me have a quick look at what.
So if it's a charm, deception, or negotiation check.
Technically, you could probably add the 3 advantages then, so she got 1 advantage. Okay. I have to go back to Thea to see what that actually means for good cop. Okay, so with the 1 advantage,
That's you.
all you do is get 1 upgrade on Vroom Vroom's team. So, so I believe that would be the Vroom Vroom. And what about your bad cop?
So what do the successes do and what happened?
You needed multiple, that was your dice coming back. You needed multiple advantages to activate more than once.
Okay, I don't understand what that
So
means.
the first success, the fact that you succeeded gives Brum Brum a upgrade.
Right.
And you could have spent 2 advantages to upgrade it an additional 2 times.
Okay, so but because I got all successes and no advantages, it means kind of a lot.
With Carlid, you ended up with 1 net
One
advantage.
advantage.
Otherwise, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah. Backup says that when making a deception restoration, social interaction check, character may spend 2 advantages to upgrade another character's social interaction check against the same target in the same encounter. I think since Thea was the one to jump in, I think my bad cop skill doesn't
No,
jump.
good, bad cop and good cop work. You
They
can't.
can
You
work.
can't do 2 bad cops. You can't do 2 good cops, but you can do a bad cop and a good cop.
Okay, so with that, it says I have to. It's spending 2.
But you have to
Nice.
either do a coercion or a deception.
It's either
Yes.
or.
Which one would you like to do?
On this one, I would like to do deception.
Okay, so deception. You
It's
start
3
off.
green, 3 blue for me.
And are you going to upgrade? You're at 2.
No. We're just gonna let that.
Do deception uses that.
I'm just double checking that all my dice are correct. I think. Oh, yeah, no, that is correct. We are good. Go ahead and roll.
Just checking, just in case.
Always does it. Okay, so those two go. Those two go. Those two go. And it does look as if you got 6 advantages with a loom.
Yep.
Which means because your bad cop
I
is
also-
only 1, so that means you can upgrade it twice.
Okay. I also have supporting evidence, which also provides an advantage per rank, which is 1 automatic advantage.
Unfortunately,
Doesn't work on this.
you don't have enough ranks in bad cops to do
Add
it more than
as
that.
well.
Mm.
Okay. Yep. Easy enough.
Well, even if you did that, it gave you no extra bonus.
Fair enough. Yeah. Alright. Good enough for me.
And technically, you didn't need someone looming.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, so I believe this is your check, unless you want to upgrade yourself.
No.
I feel like I wasted the upgrade because I didn't know. This is the
There's one.
Boom!
I believe you're sweating due to the fact that you have been calling on another hut. And I'm going to say with the triumph, he says, yes, he has heard you were working for him in the past. He didn't realize you were still working for him. He will just take the money and not require you to lose the race for him.
Yes, we also have longer, complicated relationship with Nero.
He shall give him a call after this.
Where Misa says, the Dow is 50,000. Misa says to tell Nero the equivalent of hi in
Lady hi.
Huddy Ho.
Okay, so
Let that work.
you get escorted away from the table.
Like, Nero's cool with us, but I don't know if he's that cool.
Well, you name drop, so now you know Nero. You owe Nero a undisclosed favor.
Yes.
Well,
Sign
the
a
other
t-shirt
thing is,
for him.
You
if you
owe him way
win,
more than that.
make sure you name drop Nero.
Right, t-shirt and a cap.
Y'all... My gosh, I think I'm going to
I
send
think-
you to do some hut training.
I think this is more of a day with the whole day with your celebrity self. Equivalent. It might even be a weekend.
It's gonna have to be some tabloidy scene with Nero in the core worlds type of deal. To improve his social standing in some way.
Okay, so on your way out, you seem to be diverted by the local security
The local security.
of the casino.
Okay. Hold on. I'm just writing stuff down.
Hoi hoi.
As you've been asked by management to meet them.
Sure. Misa says, lead the way.
You are led to a private elevator. And then you find yourself going up.
Okay.
Currently, you've been sent to the penthouse.
4th floor, menswear.
Opening up, you can see quite a few guards up here, each with weapons out.
Weapons out, as in just standing out, or
Standing out, but
okay,
most of them with pistols.
but just like obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Or anything.
Oh, hey, Mandalorians aren't known for
Being easy.
being easy or always honourable.
What?
Death
You're all
Watch,
about honor.
Death Watch is the standard one most people encounter at the moment.
They're still very big on,
No, they're not big on honour.
aren't they? Okay.
Children of the Watch are.
Yeah.
Death Watch is not.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, remember, Death Watch is more well known.
yeah, no, I do have my watch.
Bad reputation travels a lot faster than good.
I mistook Death Watch as faux Children of the Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Death Watch a more MAGA.
So, aren't they basically destroying anything that goes into Mandalore or whatever?
In a way, yeah.
Yeah,
Again, MAGA.
redneck gun-toting
Hmm.
freaks.
They are definitely not the nicest of people.
Okay, so
We get up here. There's security around. Is there anybody obvious as to who we're supposed to be talking with?
Okay, so it looks as if you've been brought to talk to the boss of the casino with his rather big cigar, his Hugh Hefner style clothing, as it looks like he's wearing pajamas, silk pajamas,
Is it Lando?
No,
and he has a big unruly beard.
I'm pretty sure it's the guy
It's
who
the voice
has the
teller.
ISB officer as a...
no,
No, it's the other guy.
It is the owner of the casino and is the husband to
That's right.
the girl that we got the whole steal the gem thing from.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know that we know that.
No, but he is being pressured by his wife.
So you see him stand up to his impressive, I'd probably say 140, 1.4 meters in height.
So
I'm
it's
American,
kind
I
of
don't
like
know this
the
way.
Ugnaught
You're
situation.
looking at close to 5 foot something.
Try not
Oh,
to
sure.
tower over him.
Nice.
140 is nowhere near 5 foot.
I said 5 foot something.
5 or something.
No. I'm 156 and I barely make
That'd be-
5'3". So 140 is like 4'10".
AKA just shorter than Ariana. Which is tiny.
It's 16
I
centimeters
have
shorter
met
than
men
me.
who are that tall, and it's just like...
We're
4'6".
talking.
Okay, 4
It's-
foot 6, so extremely small.
Yeah.
Oh, so he is actually just a very tall...
Hobbit.
I'm not gonna say that out loud because I'm not saying that as a character.
Though he's also quite broad.
I was gonna say he's probably just very...
Samwise.
Even though he might be small in stature, I'm sure he has a big presence.
And of course he's up some stairs at the moment as he's looking down at you.
And
I can see how
Hey.
this is like.
he would have to be on a
So we're
I
talking
can see how he
more-
had an arranged marriage, is the way that I would put
He
it.
would have to have
We're
a
talking more Shrek, King.
Margaret?
Sorry?
Yeah,
Farquaad.
Farquaad.
Yeah.
He would have to have a shitload of stairs to look down on me. If he's 4 foot.
You're probably
So he,
eye to eye with him right now.
That's funny.
He'd be on like a podium.
He'd be on
So-
like
Looking upstairs, there he
a
is.
cherry picker.
I guess I would wait for him to speak up because I know how guys like they are, and you know he asserts his dominance by being the first person to speak.
Fragile ego.
Mm-hmm.
and you do see off to the side screens of the casino.
Yeah.
So he said he looks at Brum Brum and says, "So you appear to be the favourite to win."
Lisa says, used to be a corrector.
He points his cigar at you and says, "So what makes you so much the favourite?"
Misa, a successful and I was going to say world famous, universe famous. Because I'm like, wait, no, I'm in Star Wars.
Galaxy famous?
Galaxy famous.
Yeah.
Excuse me, pilot, and it's racer.
Aren't you a little tall for a racer?
Curse of
Reese.
your birth.
Misa says, the Dow is at 50,000. Misa has built my own ship. I can't think how to say that in Gungan, but
You make your adjustments.
yes. Misa build own ships, and it's not an issue for me to reach the pedals.
He says, "And what's your association with the Hutts?"
We saw
These huts?
This
No.
is keep in mind we're here, and I introduced you earlier as this is a race team. We are racers.
we saw here.
And it's his casino that you were just meeting someone in.
Correct.
We are aware of huts. Are aware of huts in the race, and we were invited to the casino, as per every racer being invited to the casino.
But that doesn't explain your association with Hutts. He said, pointing a cigar at you again.
We saw.
Takes a cigar and smokes it. No, kidding. Why?
This is where you say, that's where I was looking for new people to work.
You did name drop a hut in his casino.
We saw have.
You saw the cameras. He was listening.
Yeah. We have rescued a hut
In the past.
many moons ago. Gungan for in the past.
Yeah.
He does look at you with a frown and says, "Yes, but that doesn't explain, are you here representing a hut or not?" After your conversation with Caltha.
We saw sponsored by a hut. Oh, they're one of the sponsors on our race team. Not the sponsor, but one of. And it's a particular hut. It's not the huts.
You can say as a favor.
Everyone owes a hut a favour, don't they?
Random text message saying they were going to do the job for me tomorrow. I don't know what that number is. Okay. Sorry about that.
Maybe it's one of your quotes.
Someone in the house, maybe?
Or a miracle's happening.
I know that phone number. Because that's saved in the phone as dickhead. But I would have fallen off my chair if I hadn't got a message from him. But yeah, we have sponsorship from a hut as one of the many sponsors for our team. Because we are a big, successful team.
And what have you promised this hut for his sponsorship?
not to lose.
Yeah.
He says, well, if that's the case, then you don't want to lose, because once you've made a promise to our hearts, they don't take anything less.
Do you mind if Dale bails you out?
Yeah, sure.
So Thale will step in and say, as with all huts, this hut was hoping to coerce us into a certain amount of work for him, and we were able to use our many networks and negotiating skills to keep ourselves out of being coerced into work for him.
He smiles for the first time since you've been here and goes, so I guess I've met the brains of your operation.
He drives fast. He does that really well.
And builds the ships.
And he fixes and builds things.
So the grease monkey.
Absolutely. This was like, is this racist?
Thea's not even looking
Yeah.
to hand out over his mouth. And stops easy from responding.
Misa licks her hand.
She just wipes off the sleeve of his shirt, jacket, jumpsuit. And then just pats his shoulder and just says, take it like a grease monkey.
So, yeah, I think him calling you the brains of the operations is accurate, especially you were in the bathroom at the time, but I didn't introduce you as team morale / coach.
Okay. I'll pull out the pom-poms later.
So
don't expect
that's your
calisthenics.
quote unquote role in our race team.
And he says, in that case, make sure there is no hut hijinks in his casino, or he'll make sure you won't do it a second time.
Nobody wants any hut hijinks anywhere if they can help it. We always do our best to stay out of trouble. Not that always works.
Yes, he's had to replace 3 tables already.
Have you thought about perhaps just making a hut specialized sturdy table and just,
He looks at
saving
you and
yourself
says,
the money?
the amount it would cost to make it hut safe,
This is a casino.
and make it look no different than the rest of it.
Fair point. Fair point.
It's cheaper to have a whole heap in spare.
Yeah.
He agrees with your looming authority.
He's good at that.
It's okay as long as he has no hijinks in his casino. He sees no reason not to let it go at that, but he will be asking for you to keep out of the casino while you're here, because you are now associated with another hut, and this hut has claimed the casino while he's here.
That's fair enough too. It's not going to make our jobs.
It must be such an annoyance.
He says yes, and if he is seen favouring another hut, then he'll lose more stuff.
We'll steer clear of the casinos, of this casino. Sorry to not being able to enjoy your establishment.
He says as long as the hut ends up leaving, you're welcome after he is gone.
How to make them leave? That's always a good question.
He won't be leaving until after the auction.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you for your...
But if you have not caused any problems in his casino, he will give you a week's room for whatever you wish to do it with.
That's very gracious of you.
Well, for the inconvenience, he is happy to make an allowance.
Appreciate that.
He prefers to be the bigger man, he says.
And
I think in every aspect you are the bigger man. And this is coming from a woman. So it may not mean much.
Well, he's got to be 2.3 meters tall for that to happen.
I'm sure the podium he's standing on is taller than Brum Brum. I'm pretty sure he measured you up as soon as you came in and said, add stairs.
Yeah, very likely.
That'll be my 8-step podium today. Thank you. Jarvis or Jeeves?
Jeeves, why not? That's pretty fun. I think we'll definitely thank him and say this is definitely more than we asked for, and thank you again for allowing us onto your beautiful premises. And definitely gotta say, the ones that work for you and the security that you have in place.
He says, just avoid the bounty hunter. He's a bit of a dick.
I noticed.
Everybody noticed.
Yeah, but definitely appreciate your time. And while I know that we can't be here while the hut is here, should you be seen showing favor, is there any other time or place if you were interested in talking more with our racers?
Well, he will see him at the auction, he's sure. He has put some money on him.
Ah, so.
And he does have some advice. The head of security bounty hunter is, how shall we say, bribable. He's not loyal.
Okay. So, slip him enough money and you can bring whatever weapon you like in the place, or?
I think, because that head of security was the head of hut security.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, he's bribable enough that can actually help take care of hut antics during the race if we know how much to bribe him.
Oh,
His best bribe is a bounty.
Best bribe is a bounty. There we go. Okay.
We
should
may
still-
know of a bounty or two on. It wouldn't take.
Death Watch. Back off.
It wouldn't be hard to figure that out.
Yeah, no, that would definitely be.
Well, a little bit more specific than just Death Watch. Actual names, I presume.
So best bribe is whatever tends to be the highest bounty. Easy enough.
Doesn't have to be the highest bounty, just has to
a
be
bounty.
a bounty. If he can get his interest with the bounty, then he will forget what he's doing and go off and chase the bounty.
Shiny sparkle laser toy. Is he literally a cat? My gosh.
Oh, he lives for the hunt. He really is frustrated about being a security guard.
A cat.
Do you mind if on our way out, I might give him, get his contact details off him?
He tosses you a data chip.
I'll take that. Because if I come across a bounty, we'll have to get in contact with him.
He
And
says
you can't
that there's
necessarily come
about
into the-
15 bounties on Best Bet at this stage, on the chip.
On the chip.
If you can find them, then he will verify and chase.
Okay. Fair enough. We'll check out that chip.
And now, it says now you will owe him one in the future.
I'm glad to do so. A man of such stature as yours, I'm honoured to be able to do business with you.
And if you happen to make the embarrass the heart, then you consider that payment.
So will I, actually. So will I.
I think that could be one payment. We can very easily follow through on.
Especially if we can embarrass them, but make it somebody else's embarrassing them, not us.
Especially if
Frame somebody else, basically.
especially if it makes Vorse look have the upper hand in some way. But I'm sure, and it's just a general embarrass the hut.
He doesn't care how you do it as long as you embarrass him.
Me
You'd also know that he would definitely take it out on whoever he figures embarrassed him.
I don't know, like a certain asshole bounty hunter.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You get escorted out, and as you exit the elevator, all your gear is given to you.
That saves us having to look
convenient.
for that.
And we verify all the gear has been given back to us.
It has been given back to you. It's even been polished.
I'm going to tell everyone to just like, oh, look, they gave us back our gear polished. We'll make sure to get the rest of our gear nice and polished up so it matches the lovely work that was done here.
Or
AKA indicating, don't say anything further until we get this checked.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah. But that's essentially what I would be implicating, not saying out loud.
And as you're escorted out the side door, he says, they found 2 trackers and a listening device. Handing them to you.
2 trackers on...
And a listening device. Were they ours?
No.
But where did you find the trackers and the listening
On the
device?
gear.
But whose gear? Everyone's gear?
Brum Brum and...
Kayana's?
No, the other pilot.
Giraffe.
Giraffe.
Okay.
The listening was on Giraffe, not Brum Brum.
An unfortunate accident, if it happens before the race, doesn't cause the race to be cancelled.
Is it appropriate to tip such people?
Is it?
Appropriate to tip such people.
It says no tip required. Part of the service. As he escorts you out the back way.
Just as Brum Brum is adding a new unnamed favour to Nero to his nightly anxiety list, Bear is adding the unnamed favour to her list. Well, it's actually been named Embarrassing the Hut. But figuring out how to embarrass a hut and blame someone else for it.
Okay, when you get out, you find you've got an unmarked taxi willing to take you wherever you want to go.
Where are we going, oh gracious leader?
1 second.
Take your time. It'll give Brum Brum time to preen in front of the photographers. Hopefully there are none here.
If we were to the side, there's probably no photographers, hopefully. But there might be some running on the corner.
It's an unmarked taxi,
Yeah.
so I'm hoping that we can be relatively anonymous.
I think at this stage...
What time of day is it?
I believe it was lunchtime. You were here for lunch.
Yeah.
Which is amusing because the hut didn't serve you any food.
A hut never serves food, he only eats.
So, I think the next thing we need to do is a little bit more recon on the museum and how
I
the
wanted to
gems
go and see if I
stored.
could talk to that gemstone that's on display.
Yeah. I think...
I don't know when that's appropriate.
I was gonna say, with this seem like probably in terms of the time of day and all that stuff, the best time to go to the museum.
Well, you can all make it there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And being that it's during the day, it'll be busy, so the guards won't exactly...
Blend in.
Bingo.
Yeah. We have tried this before, but we know a little bit, and so we need to do more investigation.
And we've got membership. We paid for
We did.
luxury premium.
Premium membership
membership.
into the exhibition.
Do you want anything to eat?
Drink.
Drink? What kind of drink?
The small can.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. The museum map up. Okay, the lines are pretty light. As it has been showing for a little bit of time already.
Well, I'm hoping our premium membership might get us to the front of the line or two.
And Thea and Kayana are recognized in their armor. Did they come in their armor last time?
Yes.
Did
Yep.
last time.
In which case you are recognized and asked to see the manager at the door.
I guess we'll go see the manager at the door.
He checks all your IDs and just confirms that that you have the premium ticket, and then he asks which clan you belong to.
I'm pretty sure we don't advertise our clan on this armor. I
Is
have
this one
armor
where we-
that's pretty nondescript.
I was gonna say, is this one where we would be
We-
forthright?
We
at this point?
we can be forthright, but I'm pretty sure we all stated several sessions ago that we used removable paint to make our armor less identifiable
We did
because
say
of the
that.
Death Watch.
We yesterday we took clan markings off. I
Yep.
do remember saying that
I don't see
So-
any reason why we wouldn't say Starwing Clan though.
to the manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but I do remember meeting him. He was a
Latrian?
Latrian?
Latrian.
Yep. So I'll greet him as if he's an old friend, and I'll say, we are members of Starwing Clan, though in this environment we don't tend to advertise because of the
Okay.
presence of Death Watch.
She asks if you would be happy to have a private meeting with him.
I am definitely very happy for that. Hopefully Kana doesn't see this as usurping of her leadership, but more of a case of
No, it's fine.
renewing the friendship I've
Is
already
it
started up with.
just Thea and me on this?
Well, he's happy to take the three competent-looking Mandalorians, not the tall one or the two very plain ones.
I'll say the tall one is very confident as well.
The tall one likes to make himself seem less competent because he wants people to underestimate him.
Well, if it is Mr. Crash under all that armor, if you'd like to stand in the foyer and sign autographs, I'm sure he can be kept busy for some time.
Oh, it is one of Mr. Crash's favourite things, signing autographs and taking photos. And I think for this race, it's actually probably going to involve a little bit of smack talk in front of the cameras.
Sure, Misa will begrudgingly sign autographs
Begrudgingly.
with the doting fans.
Okay, so he quickly types onto one of his terminals, and next thing you know, there's a big promo picture behind a table with it about a pop-up signing event.
We'll send Akori and Duraf to act as security.
Yep.
And he says that should cover why he's meeting with other people.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he asks if you can follow him as he takes you into the office space and then into a back room.
Mm-hmm.
Seems you're in a storage room while he's talking to you.
Is this a familiar storage room?
I believe you walked into this one earlier.
Yeah.
The one that has no cameras.
Yeah. Yep. No cameras, no security.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He says he's glad that you're not with the watch because he's heard that they're planning on hitting the museum.
Oh no. What a shame.
That would be most unfortunate.
And he's heard of the reputation of various clans, and he would like to hire you for a security evaluation.
Yeah. More than happy to do so. Considering the accommodations you've made for us already at the museum, I'm happy to do it at clan rates.
And he says, and potentially as emergency protection in case there's a need.
Again,
Absolutely.
more than willing.
I think this is something that,
Let's just say we don't have a problem with Death Watch in the fact that we don't have a problem dealing with Death Watch.
Zing.
I like that. That's funny.
Okay, so he does pull out some museum ID cards.
Yep.
And says he planned ahead for next time you arrived.
I took notes last time I was here. Can I be pre-prepared and say, here is a preliminary draft evaluation, which I'll follow up with a more thorough evaluation?
A in-depth security analysis.
Yes. That
That
would
seemed
be
like-
public service bureaucratic speak. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so he gives you, I'll say 6 ID cards, giving you access
Yep.
as security of the museum.
Awesome.
And he says he's told the IT to expect you to check out their systems to make sure there's no major vulnerabilities.
Absolutely.
Where's Min when you need her? No, we do have.
Brum Brum is
Brum
the-
Brum does
Brum Brum
computers
got
as
on
well.
this.
Yep. So I'm so used to thinking of Brum Brum as the pilot racer.
You've heard about the computers. He's also the one who's supposed to be writing our splicer code.
Yeah. I don't forget about the computers, but it's more speed racer person, and then I'm like, oh yeah, he does computers.
Yep.
Do we need? You've notified the IT people, but the museum security, have they been advised of our presence?
He says they have been advised that he will be getting in some inspectors and for them to be on their best behaviour.
Very well. And this rumor of Death Watch potentially making a move, did you learn anything further about any potential times or dates, or were they planning on waiting till after the race?
He's expecting them to try before the race.
Before the race? Fair enough.
He's already had someone try to hack the external systems.
That's crazy.
Amateurs, he says.
I'm hoping that
So
wasn't
he
us.
didn't set the password to just Louvre. Got it.
What's password one?
No, literally, the
The password for Louvre was Louvre.
Mm.
So ridiculous.
Hey, at least it's better than admin.
I know, right?
It's better than password.
Or
It's
God.
one step up.
Admin and God are the two most overused passwords out there.
and birthdays.
Okay, so we are now consultants. We are also now protection in emergency situations. Very well. So yeah, no, we'll definitely do full analysis. Would he be willing to give us a tour, but more of a security tour?
Or their security guys, if he can't do it.
Okay, so...
He may not want to be obvious about it.
He says, you do note most on your preliminary look that there is a route that security walk. Most of the security are connected to the reception, who also has a setup there. But beyond that, mostly relying on Bespin's guard.
I believe I rolled really well.
You did. That's why we know that.
He does have emergency switches with each of the guards that they can push to call for reinforcements.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He does also talk about how the arrangements for the set auction of the jewel has been finalized, so he may need you to check out that place.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to check it out because is the gem going to be housed here until it is sold at the auction, or will it be moved the night of?
It will be held here until after it is sold, waiting to be collected after it has been checked by the bank.
Very well. So would we be the ones to help with that transition from the museum to the auction house to give to the new owner?
He says he may ask you to be there depending on how they go, but he does say
It's not going to be that easy. You were hoping.
I am.
He does say that the auction is going to be run at Cloud9.
What do we as characters know of Cloud9?
It's one of the higher end places.
That's fun. Fun time. This is the
I
first
think
time we
we-
learn about where the auction is actually happening.
I think we've
I think so.
heard about it in passing, but we don't know the details.
We've heard of Cloud9, but we haven't got the confirmation that that is where the auction is happening. So this
they
is our
didn't
first
want-
time confirming.
They didn't want to tell anyone because it's a security risk.
Of course it is.
So if someone's asking you to verify the security risk.
Yeah, exactly.
And he does say that they will be banking through Cloud City Central Bank.
See, that's another thing we didn't know that now we do.
So that's the place you need to use your spike.
Yes.
So using it at the actual museum will get you the money.
Correct.
So now we've got to hack the bank, and so now we can do a bank job as well as
Oh yeah,
Gem
and we've got to
heist.
take out
Yeah, that's what we do.
Death Watch.
So
of it.
technically it's a gem heist and bank job at the same time.
Yep. It's
As
a
someone's
dual-
at the gala.
Yeah, it's a
It's a trifle.
yeah. So it's a
Oh. I didn't take my afternoon deck, so I'm making myself coffee. Is it alright? Well, not a coffee, but you know what I mean. Did you want drinks and some sacrificing children?
Sure. He does ask that you not tell anyone.
Not planning to advertise this.
I was going to say this is something that we actually have
We keep
quite a long history with in running security for places.
Yeah.
And he says he does have a few other places potentially being used, but he will be leaking some of those to the underground.
I think that's definitely safest. You want people looking where you want them wasting their time.
He's even leaked that the auction will be held at the art museum,
Yep.
which is the room you had.
Yes, it is.
And when he gets wind of the rumors, he'll know who leaked them because no one's gotten the same stuff.
Yep.
As he gives you a list of rumors and sees if he can
Identify them.
if you've heard of any, so he can and who they were passed on to.
Mm.
So he appears fairly thorough, and it looks as if he may have actually worked with some Mandalorian clans in the past.
I was gonna say, with everything that you have set up here, it sounds like this isn't your first rodeo handling one of these auctions.
He says no, the clan he normally works with is not available, so
Fair enough.
every time you've got a Mandalorian working for you, very few things go wrong.
It's one of the reputations that we have to uphold. What was the name of the bank again?
The bank was Cloud City Central Bank.
Okay, so with his list of rumors, in effort to just continue to gain his trust, I think we will share that we heard the rumor along the way that it was going to be held at the art gallery.
Okay, so he brings up the person he told that to and marks them for arrest.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Marks them for deletion.
Ah! So no, that's fine. So I think it's definitely best that while marking her arrest, definitely worth it. I think it's best.
You do get a notification, email about promotion being sent.
Internal, yes. That would have been one where I would have encouraged them to let the rumor fly for now because it seems to be the most popular, but fair enough.
Well, hey, the rumor's out there already.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, it's all good. But I wouldn't want him to be arrested, people to notice that, and to think that they're going to move it because he got arrested.
Well, we're just going to promote him to another location
Oh, I see.
until after the event.
Smart.
Then arrest him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so share that, what happened, and all that. So, got some good information. In terms of how the gem is stored both on display and being prepared for transport, what are the safety measures in place?
Okay, so there is a camera on the jewel at all times.
Yep.
All the doors leading into where the jewel is locked after hours.
Mm-hmm.
So the security can walk through during that time on their route at night.
Mm-hmm.
So even though it's locked, they can unlock, walk through. So if someone was to, say, break in and get through that bit, it will be obvious that someone's done something.
Mm.
There is a lock on the cabinet around the jewel, so no one can touch it.
Mm-hmm.
That lock also has an alarm on it.
Mm-hmm.
Inside it also has sensors.
Pressure sensors?
Many sensors.
Many different types of sensors. Sorry.
Well, I go for just one, he says.
Temperature sensors as well as?
And then,
No, he says no expense spared.
so,
So there's
Okay,
a
John
raptor
Hammond.
in here somewhere?
mm-hmm. So, while the gem is on display, it definitely has the highest points of security.
Well, it has a custom security system built by a friend of his.
That's awesome. So that's really cool. Sounds like your friend is very
Can I
handy
get
with...
someone to come and grab a cat because he's freaked out by front
Oh.
milk?
Do you want me to go?
I'm
Not a fan?
not a fan of cats. I was like, oh, carry the drinks? I'm like, sure. I'm like, oh no, it's the other thing.
Does he not like it? He just finds it freaky as far as I can tell. What do you do?
No,
Hey, Idris.
I'm a dog person.
Sorry.
Oops. All good.
I'm just messing up everything.
Yep.
Oh, buddy.
So he says it is a custom display, and on top of that, he has 2 cameras on it at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, if one camera fritzes, an alarm is raised, even if it's only a momentary glitch.
So we can't do the video camera thing from the movie Entrapment. Damn it.
Well, not without modifying things.
We could take it back to the Y2K market and steal us.
So lots of sensors on it, has 2 cameras, alarm will go off if there's even one glitch. Has security doors locked at night, has an alarm in the room. So while it's on display, it sounds like it is definitely very secure. When it does come time for transport, what does that security look like?
Well, when it comes for time for transport, the buyer comes into the museum, he gives the buyer the jewel, and it's no longer his problem.
Got it. So it's definitely just protecting just to the museum's
He's not paid to
liability.
transport nothing.
Fair
And
enough.
he's not recommending you take it either.
Fair enough.
Because anyone taking the jewel is either a thief or a target.
Definitely at
And
risk.
whoever bought the jewel is definitely a thief.
Rich people, right?
Mm.
Fair enough. I'm wondering if
Is it thievery that's, and this is player rather than character, if it's a sentient gem and it asks us to rescue it?
Well, the other thing is, most things in a museum are stolen to begin with.
yeah.
Even if they're being given by a noble to display, somewhere along the line
It was
their family stole it.
Yeah.
Including crown jewels, because they're usually made from stolen gems.
That's true.
So, other than security being on a predictable path, it sounds like the gem overall is pretty secure.
He hasn't had anyone attempt to go for it yet,
Which is good.
but then he has discouraged anyone from trying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you'd want to. It'd be a problem.
Well, the guards do have authority to shoot to kill.
That sounds reasonable under the circumstances.
Yes, because anyone who breaks in is unlikely to take it easy. Most thieves of something this expensive will not want witnesses.
No.
Especially when criminals are involved in trying to obtain it.
Did I already suggest as a player to those of us who are stealing the jewel that we should paint our armor like Deathwatch?
We have talked about it, yeah. But it's one of those ones where maybe now is not. With more information that has gone on, I don't know if that is the right call.
No.
Because-
Martin has said that there will be a confrontation between Khalid and I and Deathwatch.
Yes.
So, I was thinking at some point I might prep one set of my armor to look like Deathwatch so that if I'm fighting Deathwatch and they think that I'm a member of Deathwatch, they might not shoot at me quite so much as they might shoot at someone else.
Carly.
Maybe. He is a tank.
He's already lost an arm!
It depends on whether or not he paints his armor up to look like Deathwatch as well, so that we can both blend in.
So you can try to get the jump on them?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a good
It's a thought.
race day thought.
It's one of many thoughts.
But then again, we would need to find Deathwatch and see how their members' armor is painted, because they might have their own little troop
They do-
encoding
they
of some
will.
kind.
And
Well, you'd know any Mandalorian group would have unique markings for each
Yeah.
member,
Exactly.
so you can identify them at a distance.
Yeah.
as I said, that's why it's a thought. It's not necessarily a good thought. It's just
And
something
there's a
I'm
height
keeping
issue.
in mind.
So yeah.
Go, Ross.
And there's also the height issue.
What height issue?
Deathwatch and you guys should be all mostly Mandalorian and relatively the same size.
As far as I know, a lot of Mandalorians are humans, or average-sized people. Not all of them are casino owners.
Yeah, I remember that Jorah happened to be a lot shorter, and I'm 2 meters.
I'm not short.
I'm tall. Oh, to me you are.
I'm 6 foot something.
Okay, so we're both tall.
Yeah. I'm not like
let's see.
I'm not like Broom Broom tall, but I at least come up to his shoulder or something like that. I don't come anywhere near the Mohawk. What are you? 2.7.
Yeah.
2.2 plus my
2.2. Yeah. So it's 2 meters 20. At 6 foot, I'm like 180. I think I'm like 186, maybe 180, 88. I can't remember. I've written it down.
I don't know metric.
That makes 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
Yeah.
182, 183 is 6'1".
Yeah. Yeah. To be
Yeah,
honest, I just added a foot to my height and just made that my height because I've always wanted to be a foot taller. And if I can't be a foot taller as a Mandalorian, then
72.8
what
inches.
the hell?
Cool. Put that in feet.
Oh.
12 by 12.
No, yeah.
So you divide to 72 by 12. 12 inches per foot.
She's...
Yeah. 6 and a bit. So, okay, anyway. Thoughts aside. So, I was gonna say, kinda...
Idris?
He's just sitting on Trestle.
He's trying to sleep. He's trying to play.
He's just sitting on top of him.
It's okay, she ambushes him every now and then.
Would we feel pretty confident with the gem's security
She's trying to sleep.
prior to the auction with what he has set out?
Unless they were exceptional thieves.
Hmm.
Exceptional thieves would have no problem with the security.
That's the thing, is like, you can be as secure as you want, but if you have somebody who's clever, there's always going to be holes found.
Though you do expect it would need a team.
Wouldn't you too?
Mm-hmm.
In terms of your security themselves, how long has everyone been working?
He says he hasn't hired anyone since he got wind of the duel.
How long has it been kind of announced or brought up that the jewel will be part of this year's auction?
3 months.
3 months? Okay. Okay. So if anybody was to infiltrate, they would have to know that the jewel was going to be on auction first. So it definitely pinpoints down.
Doesn't stop people from being bribable.
No, of course not.
But it meant an inside person would not have joined.
Since then. Yeah. So very safe, very secure.
Very annoying, he says.
Yeah, I can imagine. Especially as, you know, as staffing changes go and
Yes, staff all put in for a raise.
Yeah, I bet they did.
those
I bet a
darn,
fair few of them put in for leave as well.
those darn collective bargaining agreements.
Well, hey, if you're going to do it when he's locked into a hiring freeze,
It's fine. Yeah.
This sounds more and more like the public service.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that. There's that, and then I'm trying to think. So of course, you've heard the rumors of Death Watchers, which is why you wanted us to come in.
he's seen them.
You've seen them. Do you have security footage of them here?
Hmm.
They had been across the courtyard. He counted at least 10 of them.
That
At
sounds
least
about
10.
right.
Okay.
We did hear of a largest group.
Yeah, they were going around in groups of 5, he said.
Okay. Because when we were mistaken for Death Watch,
We were in a group of 5.
ow, claw, buddy. Show my pencil all you like. but
Can
not
you get some
my-
of that video footage on?
He said he would give you video footage, but he didn't actually have them on his
He
camera.
just saw them across the courtyard. Is what he said.
I was gonna say, is that
That's not videoed.
That's
like
not-
he saw, but it wasn't on any external
Yeah.
cameras. Okay. Yeah.
Can you give any details, descriptions? It will help, especially when it comes to
Taller
clans.
looks like Mandalorians.
Look, he might have an eidetic memory for all we know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I can't hypnotize him or anything like
I would
that.
say
but
as a curator of a museum,
yeah, you'd have an eye
he
for
would
detail.
have a pretty good eye for detail, especially clan markings and such.
Yeah, because there is Mandalorian items in the
Because
museum.
I would expect that
'Cause-
he would be a good anthropologist of some kind.
When we first came through, he showed us the Mandalorian stuff that they had
He did.
in their exhibition. So he would be knowledgeable on Mandalorian markings and things, which would explain why he had to ask us what clan we were from, because we had taken out the individualization from our armor so that we couldn't be identified.
Well, he pointed out that they had the Shrinkhawk silhouette of
Oh.
Clan Vizsla,
I was going to say that's Vizsla.
and mostly using the angular markings in red on the helmets. But
That's
he,
not a good sign.
Did see some of them with blue, grey, and black.
Oh, that's a very specific person, isn't it?
And they all had different ranks in red on their left shoulder blades.
Yeah.
It's funny that Kayana wears one with clan symbol in red like that. She hasn't been in this whole time, but it's funny that her general armor has that.
Hey, it is one way for people to.
It's part of an intimidation tactic.
Yep. And the colours will all mean stuff, which is why there's often multiple colours. Who'd have thunk? We're a bunch of colour. You know those people who talk about colours and emotions and.
And colour and symbology is always interesting. So Mandalorians also include weaponry in that discussion.
Yeah.
And he does say that most of them are still running around in Clone War era stylizations.
Clone War.
Because the Clone War was a rather specific
Point.
look of stuff.
Yep.
And most notably, they had used horns stylized after Darth Maul.
So that's when they started using a couple of those things.
When
Where,
Darth Maul was Mandalore.
and then in terms of timeline, what's his face? Doesn't have his helmet yet. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Gideon.
Moff Gideon doesn't have it yet, no.
No, because we're not there yet. Okay, yeah.
But Maul,
But that is the type of helmet we're thinking.
Maul still has the dark saber of that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
That's why Death Watch are all killy, destroy.
And that's when they dropped most of their honor aspects.
Which is why I'm worried about this silver-haired force user. Because it rings a bell. Well, for the player, not for the character.
Yeah.
I convinced this cat to hit himself in the nose, and then he cleaned his paw.
Though he did note that none of them seem to have the mythosaur symbol. So he doesn't expect any of them to actually be Children of the Watch.
No.
Okay.
Noting that there is a difference.
Yes, there is.
Which very few non-Mandalorians know the difference.
Yeah. I was gonna say, in terms of like our
His
clan
knowledge is
history, it's
impressive.
well known that Clan Gislas pretty much are direct rivals. Historic. Yeah. So.
But Clan Vizsla considers all other clans to be rivals right now.
Yes. Right. Yeah. Right now, they believe that they are the only worthy clan.
He also notes that unlike most of the current Death Watch, they're not wearing the Imperial white.
That is actually a very good note.
So they've retained some...
They've retained and they're still loyal to Maul.
Yeah.
Could assume.
He says, historically, they have been wearing white while on Mandalore, but he has not seen them till recently outside of Mandalore.
So I wonder if they would maybe revert back. Well, I mean, you said they're in Clone Wars era thing, so it could be like when not on Mandalore, they revert back to old ways.
No, that's not that. Yeah, you can play with that, but not
helping.
with Trey. You're not rolling any dice.
She's helping. Oh, is it he? No,
He-
it's Idris. Yeah, he's helping.
Yes, he doesn't roll the dice as much as she does, but she
Yeah.
also likes to run off with the dice.
Oh no.
I knew full well when I started playing with them with pencils that pencils would become toys, and I was fine with that. I've never played with them with my dice.
They found my dice on the table, and then they ended up all over the room. Okay, so he asked if you have any more questions about what you saw. He can't tell you what weapons they had because they weren't carrying anything openly.
No, that I don't
Interesting.
expect that. I think the details he's given us already is actually pretty high level.
It's important that he noted that he didn't see them carrying anything open here, though.
But they could have hidden compartments just like we do.
And no one seemed to have a jetpack.
That is actually helpful. And it was actually one of my questions earlier on, and then I forgot it, so I'm glad you mentioned it.
Which means you probably think he's noticed a crap load about you guys.
Oh yeah, definitely. Probably already realised that we're
That's probably-
casing the joint too, and better to bring us on as security advisors. Yo, she's eating. You don't have to go and steal her food.
I was gonna say, that's where, like, all of those markers is pointing out that we are actually most likely different than them, unless we are a more specialized group with them, so it's good for him to ask. Because we are, like, our armor is, for the most part, in blues.
And your armor is of different design.
We have a different variation.
It's definitely not Clone Wars era. It is more archaic.
Yeah. So it would also be where
And
he's...
also the helms of that is more of the inner clans.
So, yeah.
Which means there's a good chance you could probably place your clan just from the design.
Very likely. Because they have a whole exhibit here, he could probably very much, like, just based on the design, can tell that we are a older clan, even though we don't have our clan symbols.
Please don't attack my feet again.
Well, she's got incoming if she's not careful, because I've been stopping him from stopping her from eating. And now that she's finished, she's fair game.
I don't know if I.
So he's already told us about the colours and given us a possible leader. He's seen them casing the joint. How long ago was the last time that he saw them?
He said 2 days.
Did they come at the same time ever?
He's only seen them once from two sides of the courtyard.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's probably the only other things that I can think of. Unless Khalid can think of anything. Are you trying to escape him by coming up here?
No, you got rid of one cat, so she's joining you.
She's literally my dog too.
At least this one knows how to play without her claws out.
Unless it's my toes.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. All I can see is so Mr. Bond.
Do I get bonus points when cat's on lap?
Idris, no.
I'll get him.
Thanks.
I'll get him.
See, the wood
And
doesn't
well,
stop
it looks like Idris was attacking the plant, was he?
He keeps killing my plant by jumping onto the bench.
Hey.
Just toss him onto the floor
Yeah, I just need to know.
and tell him no.
He's so quick now.
Yeah.
I normally don't hear him. You'd almost have to have an entire panel there.
We need an enclosed kitchen. I'm going to have to probably move my plants. I think is really the only thing. I've already taken out all of the breakables. Yeah, kittens. It'll be fun.
It's an adventure.
Uh-huh. You forgot what it was like to have kittens.
Just purring like crazy.
So, where did he actually see the Mandalorians? If it
Across
is in
2 days
a
ago.
districts with shops and that, they might have
No,
video footage with the shops.
he saw them 2 days ago, and there's a courtyard that's, is it within the museum or just?
The museum is on a large courtyard.
Yeah, so it's on one of the large courtyards. So it's not entirely. It's like a public space, but it's not like a shopping space. It's more like a cultural district.
But that is a good point, though, of what he's saying is that, like, what about the potential shops or things that lead up nearby?
Businesses and things nearby.
Yeah.
He does wish you luck because he couldn't find anyone with footage.
Totally fair.
Okay, so he's already looked, asked around for footage, which suggests that he's pretty forward-thinking and seriously concerned.
He believes the reason he noted them specifically were they found 2 of the 3 dead spots.
Ah, are they still dead spots?
Technically, because sensitive stuff in those areas they don't want on camera.
Okay. So, when you say sensitive stuff in that area, do you mean when you're transporting?
Exits, basically where underhanded deals go down.
Okay. So would you be able
is
to
the
point out?
museum known for underhanded deals, or is it across the square? where
Across the
hunt-
square.
Would he be able to point out to us what those dead spots are?
He sort of wanders, takes you over to where Brum Brum's busily signing his 2,500 signature. Having
do you charge for your signatures?
Yeah,
the museum's charging.
nothing's for free.
And he sort of
And
tells you while
photos are
looking
extra.
at the window nearby, pointing out sort of enclosed courtyards, either in various parts of the main courtyard.
That's worth noting.
Basically the sort of place where you can park a vehicle. You can see something going in and out, but you can't see what's inside.
I might take I'm happy for other people to come with me, but I might take a walk around these areas myself.
Would this be one where he would be okay with setting up temporary security there, or is that something that we would have to take up with
The other businesses.
Silas or
Well,
Lando?
he does say that the criminal underworld would be very unhappy if you raise it again.
Totally fair. Raised it. Okay. Yeah, no, I get that.
They are very jealous of their spaces that they're allowed.
Would I gather I did want to spend time with the stone. I gather with my passes and things like that, I can come back and do that on a more or less private area. Does this security pass give us access after hours to the museum?
He says at this stage, no. Unless he hires you on for night shift.
Okay. Yeah. I would like to arrange with you a nighttime appointment to have a look around at night, because things at night can be different security wise. It can be just me, if that makes you feel any better, or myself and one other. It doesn't have to be a lot of us.
Probably not the looming one, he says.
No. I was thinking of our clan leader. She's very good at security, and I trust her word and her insight. So you said it was just after lunch?
Yep.
So
you probably
if he's
spent about 2 or 3 hours here by this stage.
So if he's available at one of the nights soon to do that, that would be good.
He books in for about a week from now.
Okay. And in the meantime, we'll do the in-depth security system during daytime hours.
For a night check around. Did you guys want to try to sort anything else out with him while you're here?
I'm very curious about this sentient stone and it being made out of the same stuff as fire crystal.
I was
But
gonna say, could he tell us a little bit more about how it was chosen to be the auction item this year? What was given in terms of its history to the museum to share? Then, if there was anything further that would make it a security risk of some kind?
Okay, so it is provided by the Imperial Maris Grayson.
Yep.
we did know that she's the owner.
Maris is not a female.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It used to be
Mixing up my
owned
pronouns.
by the Shen family before the Imperial stole it. Which rings a bell because you know the people who approached about stealing the item
Was Shen.
was the Shen family.
So they obviously want it back.
Well, they just want it stolen. They don't want the Imperials to have it.
Yeah.
And technically, they can't be seen carrying it anymore.
Yeah, so they don't care who has it really, I guess.
They just don't want the Imperials to have it.
Look, I feel the same way. So.
They
when
would be
he's-
quite happy to have just tossed it off Yavin and make it unavailable to everyone.
As he's giving us this information,
Uh,
are we in the room with the stone?
He can take you into the room for the stone.
I wouldn't mind that because, well, Kayana's taking notes and asking questions. I wouldn't mind looking over the room.
But he also says that the history of the stone and its uses have been edited by Imperial propaganda.
That's
Okay, do you have the unedited versions?
He does not, because if he was to have the unedited versions, it would be considered treason.
but the Shen family might.
They may, he says. Says if you mention the wrong words, even here, then it is picked up and transmitted. As they have a couple of words that they
Just
have on alert.
Completely
Like,
understandable.
you know,
He is tempted to play a recording of all of the flag words somewhere.
I think it would be
That- that-
entertaining last.
It would probably be entertaining for maybe a day until he disappears.
Yeah,
Well,
approximately.
you know, you could always get an anonymous droid to make a recording of all the words and then play them away from the museum somewhere and distract a whole bunch of people.
He says yes, but getting it to be truly anonymous is hard in such a technological age.
Yeah, that's true.
All it needs is one reference point or one of those Inquisitors showing up again.
Showing up again. You've had.
Yes, he's had an Inquisitor through here before
Oh man,
When
that's
was
been.
the last time you had an Inquisitor through?
when we set up the display.
And were they examining the display for security reasons?
They were working with the propagandists to make sure it was appropriate for the display.
This.
I see.
This. Person. Yeah, sorry, my brain with words.
Inquisitor.
This Inquisitor.
Is she an older looking female?
No. What I'm asking is, do they have any particular look or markings about them?
They seem to have a silver cylinder with a half crescent on it.
so, human, near human, or totally alien?
Doesn't really notice, really. You all look alien to him.
Yeah.
Male or female? Was it of any kind?
Male.
Male. Okay. Do we know?
How many arms did he have?
Usual, he says.
2.
Okay,
Wait,
it's
how
not
many does
you.
he have?
What was it?
How many arms does he have?
2.
Okay, I just want to confirm that he, like, the usual is 2 to him.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
That's why I said
6.
so 2.
So,
But I'm pretty sure when Martin described the ISB officer who was also Latrian, is that the right word?
Close enough, I believe.
He described them as humanoid.
yeah, humanoid other than just, like, the stuff.
Oh, I was just wondering if it happened to be our four-armed freak.
Exactly why I asked how many arms.
With that Inquisitor, I bet it's definitely not nice having them visit. Do we know if that Inquisitor still remain in Cloud City?
He doesn't think he's here, but he's sure his name was Gand.
Gand. Okay.
Gand. I don't think I've heard of that one before.
Is he known to the Underworld?
No, I'm not known to the underworld, he says.
No, I'm making a Underworld roll.
He seems to know a lot about the underworld.
Okay, what is your underworld?
3 yellow, 2 green, 1 blue. And how many whites do we have left?
You have 2.
2.
2. We went through a lot of them. Okay.
Yeah.
You happy with that?
Go for it.
Yeah, bro.
Oof.
I can't see what
That
the-
looks fun.
4 red.
4. Phew.
Because they don't worry, it's mic rolling, but I didn't want to curse the roll.
Okay, so you failed the roll with 5 advantages.
Okay, I feel good that I don't know him.
This is where you need a Corey.
I was just more happy that I didn't roll 4 despairs.
Yeah, same. I'd also like to.
Can I use those advantages since I'm in a good mood to affect the person's next roll?
Sure, you can give them 2 blue.
I was going to ask, in examining the room, is there a role I need to perform to spot security weaknesses?
Okay, so
And I don't know if I can use any of my force.
I thought you was going to feel out to the
No,
the gem.
we're not reaching out to the force while silver-haired ladies sitting around here until we know more about the silver-haired lady, or unless we've got no choice. I've learnt the best way to avoid being killed by another force user is to not alert them to my presence to begin with.
I'm going to make it a streetwise check.
Streetwise. Gosh, I wish a Corey was here. I can use my force rating instead of characteristic. Do I want to even do that?
Well, you have 1 yellow, 3 green, and 3 blue at the moment.
Yeah, I'll do that and just hope that when you give
it's a
me
pity I
4
can't
red
assist you.
dice that.
So if you use your force rating, you could basically give yourself another 2 green dice.
I really want to kind of spot the weaknesses, but
But
I'm
you can only do
also
it once per session.
I also want to see if I can. Is it likely I will be able to make contact with the stone this session?
You're not sure?
Yeah, well then I want to save a force rating just in case. So 1, 3.
Well,
and
it's 1 per session, so it resets
3.
every session. You would be safe using it.
Well, if after this, while I'm in the room,
No, you're not wrong.
I try to
Yeah.
sense the stone
Yeah.
and the sentience of the stone.
Yeah, fair.
I want to keep it just in case of that. So how many red am I up against? In
Okay.
security?
All of them.
In his security thing, he has
I'm trying to find weaknesses in the room.
4 purple.
That's a delightful surprise.
It is a very good security system to have 4 purple.
Yes, but it's not 4 red. I'll take purple over reds any day. Ooh, although, maybe not. So that's 4 failures and 3 threats. I wish I wasn't so goddamn honest. I wish it wouldn't keep me up at night.
Did you do your good rolls?
Sorry?
She's only done the bad rolls so
Okay.
far.
I roll in sets
Yeah, I just wasn't,
because
I wasn't sure if you did
I can't hold
all of them.
11 dice
Mm.
like Mike can.
Well, I put him into a container. He pours it into his hand and then rolls them.
Yeah. 1 success, an advantage, and 2 blanks. Thank you.
I think that's a no.
I think I'm. as
Add
far
an
as
extra
security
2 blue
goes,
dice for Ross,
2
Yeah, 'cause
blue
Ross
dice
had
for
more.
Ross.
sections.
just so Ross was remembered.
Yeah, success and 3 more advantages.
That's something.
So I knocked out some of the threats, but I'm still 2 failures into.
That
Oh, looking better. 1, 2, 3, 4 more successes. So that's 6 successes.
so overall success at least.
Yep, and then how many advantages are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 3. 3 successes, 3 advantages.
Okay, so 3 successes and 3 advantages. You think there are a couple of ways you could probably come up with to bypass the security. Most of it would require, you'd think, 2 to 3 people, depending on what tech you have.
Okay. I will keep these thoughts private to share with the rest of the group later.
If you hack the system, you could potentially have remote things running while you're moving so no one sees you.
Okay. And the floor sensors?
That's where if you hack the system.
Okay, so hack the system to get past the floor sensors, and there was 2 or 3 different types of sensors, weren't there?
Basically, you turn off whatever's listening to the sensors.
Ah, I see, yeah.
So the sensors would probably go off, but you're
But-
hoping no alarms go off.
Yeah. You would tell the things that would pick up the sensors that they can't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing I want to turn my attention to is the stone room. I guess I'm trying to figure out if I can sense its sentience. I don't know. I guess that requires force use, which I'm really reluctant to do, but
Will that be doing the sense power?
yes.
Which ends up
My
starting-
sheet fell on the floor, but I had my dice.
So that starts off with 2 purple. Just doing the difficulty first. You'd want the ability to sense thoughts, which increases it to 3 purple in total. I think that's all you need to do to be able to pick up on it. Your basic check is 3 yellow,
Yep.
1 green, 3 blue.
As a force check, is this a force check, or is this just a sense?
There'll be 6 white. Yeah.
6 white. I'm still 1 white die short, even after that.
I wasn't expecting to have a guard at the door.
Yeah.
Well, if you were slightly open, they would have joined you.
Yeah. You don't want them open, otherwise they will break a glass lantern and then run all over the broken glass while you're trying to go to the toilet. It's a very difficult situation.
I had to basically call for help while I was holding 2 cats who wanted to run all over this nearly broken glass.
Oh, please. Okay, so rolling.
And did you wish to use your touch of fate to add extra boost dice?
Yes.
Because you can do that once per session.
Yep.
So what it does is add 6 extra blue dice.
I've only got 5 blue dice all up, so I'm just going to say rolling the 3 blue dice 3 times, and my 3 white dice twice.
You can also do the sense danger where you gain 2 extra boost dice.
Okay, so that's 11 boost dice. Alright. So,
A lot of dice.
yep.
Technically, I may even have
going
11.
to
'Cause I haven't pulled out
delegate 11 blue dice to Mike. Roll.
Do you want me to pull out the blue dice so he can do it for you?
Yes, please. I've almost lost count of all the dice. I know there's 6 white, 3 purple, and 3 yellow. I think that's all the dice. Yep, so if Mike's okay to roll the blue dice.
Let me see. So you should be 3 yellow, 3 green,
Oh, 3
and
green.
3 blue because you're doing the one that ups your characteristic.
Yep.
And we said 11 blue.
11 blue, yeah.
Where's my
Wait,
blue?
no, these are not toys.
Green,
No, that's
blue.
not where you...
There you go.
That's not where you sleep. I'm just trying to sleep on top of the tray.
She says
Alright.
if
It looks like a container.
There's so many.
Alright, I got... I'll let you do the blue dice first.
2 blanky boys, and then lots of other stuff.
Okay, so maybe a double success. No, I do not. Behind you have a double success. Right. We'll do that and turn that into a success. That and turn that into a success. This obviously you should track. So that is 8 advantages and
Can you roll
5 successes.
those 3 for me? I rolled purple. I got 2 failures, 3 threat.
Boom!
A triumph.
Yay! Don't mix my dice up with his dice.
So I said first.
Okay, so in each one of them he got a success and an advantage.
And roll those ones twice.
Okay, so 2 items in black. Four white and 5 black.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's going to be too many dice for me to roll, but I didn't want to roll Martin's dice for all of it. How do you have 11 blue dice?
Those ones.
How are you?
Okay, so till the end of session, you can upgrade perception, vigilance, and cool 1 step.
That sounds handy depending on what happens in the next half an hour. Thank you, Mike.
No problem.
And looking at the stone, you do get the feeling it feels exactly like a lightsaber crystal.
Okay.
So it has the sense of being alive, just not sentient.
Okay.
But the amount of power coming out of it feels a lot more than what comes out of the kyber crystals.
Would I have an idea of how people would make use of that power?
No.
Sounds like it'll make a great point defense system.
To be honest, I'm surprised it's not being used to make a great big weapon the size of a moon.
It's a lot smaller than what they were using.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what they were using was the size of a coffin
Oh,
in most
really?
cases, if not the size of 2 coffins end to end.
Wow, that's a lot of kyber crystals.
And that's a single crystal.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
So those ones could transfer a lot of energy.
Considering I have been in ownership of 6 lightsabers at some point or another, 4 now, and I've got 3 other kyber crystals in my possession. Would that give me any more insight into any more insight into the stone and ways one might, like, if we were to steal it, that kind of power would be something that other Force users could sense, I'm guessing, to find it. Would I have any idea how to dampen, shield, disguise that kind of power? Because I have a feeling that a Silverhead Force user, as soon as that stone goes southwards, will start tracking said stone just by the power alone.
Okay. You do get a feeling that this gemstone has a longer history than you realized. And I'd say with connecting to it with sense, it dates back to the founding of your clan.
Oh, okay. That's why Vulcan wanted it. It probably isn't Shen family stone, it's probably Starwind's stone.
And it was originally used by the Sith.
Ah, okay.
It would have been used against Darwin.
Yep. Which might be another reason why our clan wants it.
Essentially.
From what you can pick up, it is actually a power source, as in it will unlock, activate a device.
Okay. Might be something worth.
It was for sure, like Vulcan said, that we want these
Yeah.
crystals. Yeah.
But now we have context of why it's important to the armourer and the founder.
And you get a feeling of great depth has been attached to this stone over the centuries, millennia, thousands of years it's been around.
So it's often being used as a weapon.
And those that steal it generally end up dead.
Oh yay!
Cool. Love that.
Any exceptions?
Each person who steals it is seeking power, riches, glory.
Okay, so we're not seeking any of those things, we just want to stop it from being used against us.
Are we technically seeking it for power, but more in the physical power sense? Well, I guess, to be fair, we don't know why Vulcan wants this. We just know he wants it. And, also to be fair, we know that he is training men to take over for a particular reason that has not been ascribed.
And I believe with your triumph, you expect it is what you put in a Sith war machine to activate it.
And we
I
were
was
familiar
thinking
from
that.
Sith war machines because of one, we found that really old ship on that planet where the Sith Wars happened,
Yes.
where I first became
Wait, yeah,
a
no, we
clan
totally
talon.
knew this. Is that like the ship that we got from that one thing we knew we needed
Yep,
powers
with all the
my God,
basilisk droids
I
on there.
could not think. And yes, it is 100%. It is to power that.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And
did
we have
not
that
remember
ship
that.
now in our possession.
Yes.
So I'm guessing it's kind of like the basilisk droids,
Mhm.
where we're getting the power source.
That's exactly it.
Either you get it or someone else gets it.
Yeah, we don't want someone else to get it.
Exactly.
Just because the Sith used it to power their devices
Doesn't mean that it is a Sith.
it has
thing.
to have that.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I think I presume, Martin, that's all the information
You did get a lot of information.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. I just want to make sure, before we go and try and dig...
You also believe if you touch it, any other Force user in the sector may know you've touched it.
It's
And when I say sector, that's like a huge reach of space.
yeah.
So that means Khalid has to pick it up.
I was gonna say, is that more that if they touch it, or is that if a Force sensitive person touches
You're
it?
expecting Force sensitive, but they
It could- Also be Starwing Clan.
Brum.
It's attached to Starwing in some way.
This is where Darth Vader
As long as,
Yep.
it could be either any Force user, but it could be particular as well to Starwing. Would that be a
or it
good
may
guess?
awaken a non-Force user.
Or awaken a non-Force user, like if we got Carly to touch it.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Darth Brum Brum.
I was going to say Brum Brum definitely wants to have a go, but
There are ways to carry it without touching.
okay. So I do know how to carry it without touching.
Gloves or tongs.
Tweezers.
I was going to say I don't have the ability to use the Force. So
You would expect if you use the Force on it, it will count as touching.
Yeah, because you're using the force to move, so you're using your force to manipulate. Yeah, you're still
I was
using
making a joke because I know I don't have that ability. Is gloves kind of sufficient?
I said you
But
don't
the
think...
other thing you can think of is if you actually have dominate or something like that, you can dominate somebody else to pick it up.
You wouldn't think gloves would matter.
Gloves won't matter. Okay. So, prongs.
Or you just get a droid to pick it up.
Droid. Which is the sensible
Darth
suggestion.
C3PO.
Well, yeah, non-sentient. I'm definitely suggesting that Coffee does all the lifting.
There's some droids that you can probably say are Darth versions of C3PO. They're more of assassin droids of C3PO and R2D2.
General Grievous.
Considering I probably can't get anything more out of this, I'm happy to go try and extract Brum Brum from his fans. I'm guessing Brum Brum is up to, what, storytelling?
Pretty much.
Well, he's up to his 4,500 signature.
So,
Making all the
if
money.
Brum Brum dies, I wonder how much those signatures would be worth.
This
Well,
is
his
the
last signature is
assassin
always worth
asking
more.
the question.
No, you should only be mostly concerned by this.
No.
It's when the assassin says, "Can you sign this?"
That's
Yeah,
the problem.
he hasn't asked for your signature yet, you're fine. So I gather if we've finished here we can go and check out those black holes. The 3 dark spots.
In the courtyard?
Yeah.
It's known that it's just used by the criminal underground for shady
Yeah,
deals.
but I wanted to just
And
look,
it would be
look-see
one-
at them. Because
Yeah.
looking at something can give you a different
You
perspective.
can have a look around, also see if there's any exits and things like that.
I was gonna say, it would be handy, especially knowing if it leads to any particular spot.
To metagame at this point, it also means that later on, Martin can't technically say, well, how do you know? You didn't go there, did you?
Nah.
And you didn't verify, did you?
So...
So we need to go there and verify, otherwise.
Yeah, I don't mind checking, yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't know, the GM might have it plotted out that there's Death Watch happens to be there. I don't know.
Yeah, I will say that Khalid recognizes one of them as a local drug pickup.
There you go. Nothing to see here, move along.
I'm not exactly sure what happens at the next one, because hey, people go in, people go out.
For something totally above board.
And then the last one?
And the last one seems to have a elevator. Goes down.
Any...
In our discussion with the museum...
Disguised elevator.
I was gonna say, in our discussion with the museum representative, did he indicate which two of these three were...
One of the disguised elevator that basically goes into somewhere below. You'd think potentially arms dealing or something like that.
Yeah. Would it be something weird that it is getting close to evening time for us to then use said elevator? I would kind of ask this towards Khalid. who
I was
knows
going to
underground
say,
and
if there's a
stuff.
button, someone's definitely pressing it, I'm sure of it.
I'm sure, but I'm just wondering if it leads to anywhere in particular that,
Yep.
you know, we don't want to...
Someone who knows
go
Streetwise
down
and
and
Underground might be able to
be like-
advise.
What are you doing? Yeah.
It's one of those elevators that isn't obvious.
So it wouldn't necessarily be normal for random people to just use it.
I accidentally found your elevator. I am offering free security assessments. In order to upgrade your security, though, it'll cost you 100 times more. It'd be great advertising, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm a security assessor and I found your unfindable elevator without being told where it is.
It could also just be one of those told untold things that if you're saying like, hey, I found your thing, you'd be like, no you didn't. Last.
Well, yeah. So we're not going down any...
Or we can just go down there.
Or that, yeah. But I'm saying it definitely take it with caution. I wouldn't necessarily
Well,
say
Carla
that
would
you-
expect it to be an invitation sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would be it probably would not go down because it wouldn't be activated from the top.
Yeah.
And B, if they do bring it down and you don't have an invitation,
Good points.
you might find that it drops you off the station.
It probably goes all the way
Yeah.
down.
Alright, what do you want to move on to next?
I would probably say this would be where you would head back to the hotel for the
For the evening.
for the evening, and have your characters getting ready to get more work done on your vehicles and data spike.
Yep.
Right.
Because hey, now you've got information of where it should be.
Yep.
Whereas if you built it to hack into the museum, you would have been in for a rude surprise.
Yeah. It was definitely one of the worst. So.
We've also got that data chip from the casino owner
Mm-hmm.
to check out as well.
Which means that, like, he's at least given us the out on how we don't owe him any further because he is one to not make deals with.
So, that big session ending one with the silver-haired force user, nothing's come of that?
Something has come of that. They noticed Kayana
Yep.
because
okay.
they'd already interacted with Kayana in the past.
Okay, but it hasn't gone further than
No.
that.
Well, you're not expecting it to go
No,
too far because hey, she's supposed to be showing up at the auction.
I'm just checking.
Which means you may interact with her beforehand.
I'm not asking to. Just checking that there wasn't more to it that I missed.
Mm-hmm. No, she didn't know you, and she suspected that Kayana was the Force user that she sensed.
So she's mistaken Kayana for me.
Well, she already doesn't like Kayana.
Yeah, so she already doesn't like me. She knows that there's a Force user. I am now Force sensitive. So she was just like A plus B equals C, not realizing that B wasn't B until a little while ago.
Yeah,
The
I get that.
likelihood of her running into someone who killed her Padawan while there's a Force user around working with the Imperials, unlikely to have it not been a Force user.
Yeah. So it's one of those ones where she disappeared into the crowd and Kayana was having a lookout during the whole interaction throughout the casino, but it's also one that she would talk about specifically with Thea in terms of threats, because that feeling is new to her. So even though she's announced to the whole group that be on the lookout for a silver-haired woman, and who this is to Kayana, she doesn't know how to interpret the feeling yet. So she's going to be talking
that
with...
feeling is you are prey.
Yeah, so she's going to be talking with Thea when returning back to the hotel about, I just had this seething hatred put upon me as if someone was yelling in my face, but it was so quiet, and I saw her, she was in the crowd. She was veiled, and I couldn't tell anything further about her.
He may not be that person from the thing, but they had white hair.
They have white hair.
Yeah, we'll need more information, but it's definitely confirmation that you need to be on your guard. I wouldn't be too worried about the loathing and the hatred. That's dark side all the way through. We've already talked about Form 7 and started meditations and teachings on training to use your emotions but wisely instead of just having a 2-year-old tantrum, which is pretty much what Sith do, which is why we always end up killing the Sith. For the most part. Starwing, I would probably relate some of the lessons that Starwing has given us related to that Sith that he captured that you and I overcame the test with when you became Force sensitive.
With this Force user being around and not wanting to further jeopardize our mission, again, this Kion just thinks this is a random Force user. Do you think this is something that we could potentially set up a... We don't know who it is, so bring her in to have a discussion by setting up a trap of some kind?
If they're a competent Force user, a trap is likely to be lethal one way or the other.
Fair enough.
Yes,
So
it depends on what
surprise
your
is
goal
not
is.
great on someone with a glowy stick that likes to stick it into people.
Yeah,
Look
it
at my
depends
glow
on what
stick.
your goal
Stab,
is.
stab.
Do you want to rid yourself of a dark side Force user because they're generally a menace to society? Yes, we set a trap, and we hope we win. Do you want to question her and get more information? No, we don't set that kind of trap.
But you already have 2 inconsistencies.
What are the 2 inconsistencies?
The one where it was a master to a student. You don't know. The Inquisitor referred to them as Jedi. Because always hunting Jedi is what the Inquisitors do, whether they're good or bad.
Who was killed, the master or the
The
apprentice?
apprentice.
I
It's the
know
master
the
got
apprentice
away.
was killed.
Yes, because that's who you got.
Yeah, I know it's the apprentice was killed, but somehow during our run-ins with Inquisitors, I've always heard them refer to them as Jedi, not dark side.
Because as Jedi, they are terrorists.
But to be fair, as well, kind of going with Mandalorian cultism, like I don't necessarily see that much of a difference between Jedi and Sith, but
Especially
it is
after
still
what
like
happened
knowing they are
on-
different.
With what happened with Darth Maul on Mandalore,
Because we thought
that's definitely
Jedi.
renewed
Yeah.
our memories
It would have
of like the
been
Sith Wars.
Justified revenge at the time when you took out the battle.
Yes.
And there are other Sith Wars, so yes, Jedi, Mandalorians do hunt Jedis down as bounty hunters, and we have hunted them out, but we've also fought with Sith. The teachings that they would pass on to Kayana would be, they are religions and belief systems.
Will we all, like, as our Mandalorians, will we see, in terms of, like, threat rating scale, Jedi, Sith in this way?
It's more depending on what they're doing. You don't see the religion as bad, you see their actions as bad.
Yeah.
And
True, because that is how we're interpreting our own stuff.
in some cases, the Jedi are bad. Because the Jedi have gone bad.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And
yeah.
Mandalorians are generally engaged when Jedi are unavailable to get rid of bad Jedi in the history of the Republic.
Very true.
Yep.
Makes sense.
But we've also had to deal with Sith in the same manner.
They'll refer to them as bad Jedi, and you'd find out they're Sith, record them as Sith, but
Yep.
report the bad Jedi's gone.
Yep.
Because Sith don't exist.
Yeah.
I like that.
So yeah, you would understand it most times.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
And Brum Brum would basically go, blah blah blah, Sith, blah blah blah, Jedi, blah blah blah, I want to be dark side. and have all the power and
Be
do all the
Darth.
speeding.
So if you get a different name as a Sith person, so what would you be? Darth.
Oh God.
Darth God?
Name picking for me takes forever.
I was gonna say.
I thought you would have thought about that a long time
no.
ago.
Oh yeah, you've
Um,
made so many references to Darth Brum Brum Crash that I'm surprised you do not have a name ready.
Yeah, it'd be just Darth Crash.
No, it would not.
no.
No.
It never uses the name that the person had previously
Yep,
as the Darth.
he'd get a completely new name.
Okay, Darth Crashinator?
Yeah, when
No,
it be Darth-
it's supposed to be a alternate identity, not associated with the
Yeah,
original identity.
it is completely separate.
Da-
Like Anakin became
Okay.
Darth Vader.
Okay.
Okay, Darth User.
Again, that is
That's
associated.
reference to his culture and his history.
Darth Deathwing.
Darth Deathwing would sounds about right.
because
Although it does
That one
attach
is
to
also
your
a
clan, so
slash.
it'd probably be something else.
No, it's actually more of,
World of Warcraft.
wow.
Oh, I see.
He's my favourite bad guy.
Oh yeah, yep.
Uh,
I'm sorry to destroy your
uh,
neat alignment of.
because I'm like, oh my god, I have a perfect name. Damn it.
Yeah.
it
You
could
don't have
even
to
be
do it on the
Darth
spot.
Jones or Darth Indiana.
No. I'll use.
Darth Egregious?
No, I'll use Deathwing's visage name. Darth Neltharion.
There you go.
That would
That's
work
good,
quite
huh?
well.
Yep. it sounds nefarious. So there you go.
Because the idea is they use the Sith name in a lot of correspondence, notes, threats, and then wander around as themselves.
That's it. You go around as the coordinated Gungan speed racer, and then you put on a cloak and join your other cloaked friend and have a pretend seance.
And be insane.
And Zappy Zappy.
Yep.
Okay, so yes, you have got a plan.
Yep.
You do end up resting back at the hotel, I'm assuming.
I would
Yeah.
make at least one visit to the hospital, given time.
Okay, you head off to the hospital with Garm.
Yep.
Not Garm,
Durath.
Durath.
Actually,
because-
this is actually a good opportunity, even though Peter's not here, for there to introduce Durath as her nephew, because I've got business needs. I don't want to leave my new best friend neglected. My nephew will come and read to her, and bring baked goods to the nurses and so on.
Okay. So, you're doing that. When Kayana gets back to her room, she sees that her room has been rifled through. And there is an indentation that looks like a lightsaber with a half crescent on the pillow.
Okay.
Looks like it was intentionally left there.
Okay.
You've been invited to the dark side.
Okay. So, just kind of looking at it, like, when time comes, like, she will let Thea know all this stuff. And just kind of remembering back to what the museum curator said about an inquisitor with a male inquisitor with a half moon crescent marking on his, what we assume, lightsaber. Because you just described it as cylinder with half moon
Silver
crescent.
cylinder, yeah.
So this is something where, do we believe that this Force user is perhaps tied to the Inquisitor in some way?
presuming I'm back from the hospital.
This
I
is
would-
why you're at the hospital. This happens.
Well,
Oh,
once I gather that might be next session.
Next session. That's
Well,
why I left it like that.
Just so that I can remember next session, I want to investigate the entire hotel room, particularly Kyana's room, in as great a detail as I possibly can.
And Brum finds that part of the museum data includes their nightly schedule,
Okay.
including where the when they shut and open and what happens while they're shut.
Right.
That will actually be useful information. And Carla?
And Khaled probably will get a couple of. I'll say he gets a call from one hut in particular.
Nero?
Yep. Having the team dropping his name.
Hmm.
We'll end the session with Nero popping up, wanting to speak to Khaled specifically.
Good, because I actually wanted to talk to him.
That will be an interesting conversation next session.
And the hut is making a collect call.
That's fine.
Cheap
I
asshole.
wouldn't expect. Well, no. I wouldn't expect anything other than from him.
They're very cheeky, aren't they?
Well, hey, you dropped his name, so he's making you pay.
I think. Oh, who dropped it? I thought it was Brum dropped his name.
The team dropped his name. And
I
Yeah.
don't like to be included as a part of the team here.
The team
Well,
who
no, the
stays
thing is,
small.
he still owes the mineral rights things that we are sort of
using.
are using, so we need to keep him happy. And I also know what Euro's view on this hut is. I think it's a suspicion they're different syndicates.
It's interesting that Alpha out too.
Just making notes down of who's got what.
That he backed off.
Then he backed off hearing Nero's name. Sounds like Nero is higher in hut
In the
hierarchy.
ranking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hierarchy is a
That
good
was
word.
Yeah.
internal rolling the dice in my head. I'm like, do I
Well,
get
if I
this?
remember correctly, Euro is related to Jabba.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
I think cousin of a cousin. Same
Yep.
deal.
Aren't they all related?
Yeah, they are in some way, but in terms of how closely.
Yeah.
Second cousin twice
And
removed.
and isn't it like Java? It's not like there's like a lineage too much to the Hutts. It's actually a little bit more. Java has proven himself as an underworld lord in a way.
He has risen up to being in charge of all of the huts.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And the closer you are to Jabba,
the nicer it is.
And while he's in charge, they're getting more wealth than they normally get.
Yep.
I'm gonna try.
So a lot of them want to take him down, but no one wants his empire to fall.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have there at the hospital, Kyana's been ransacked. Brum Brum looking at the night schedule and finding out that while they're at the museum, the room had a blackout with nothing recorded for quite some time.
yeah, that would be the
Good to know.
And
dark the Force user. We know she's dark side, Imperial, Sith, don't we?
that's what you believe.
Well, okay, she may not be Sith, but she's definitely dark side because of all the hate.
That's what you'd believe, yes. And so Nero also calls Khaled. So that will be next
Just a
session.
hypothesis before you sign off.
Mhm.
Could it be that this Jedi, this Force user and the Padawan, or the apprentice, were actually Jedi, but after Kyana killed her Padawan, she was filled with such loathing and hate that she became Sith?
Quite possibly.
Or a fallen Jedi.
Or she was already fallen.
I don't know, it would just be funny. Not funny, but funny.
Could even have been her daughter.
Not, oh, wow. Not amusing funny, just odd funny. Does that make sense?
Mhm. Because, hey, it's enough time to have gone by.
Pretty sure, as a Mandalorian, if Kana felt the need to kill her, it was because it was a life or death situation and she needed to protect herself.
It was the task she accepted. Okay, so going to end credits.